Chu Tian dragged his exhausted body and crawled out of the glass-walled office building. It was already dark. Neon lights reflect greasy light on the asphalt road after the rain, and the air is filled with the burnt aroma of street barbecue stalls, mixed with the mold and rot of sewers. He looked down at his phone, and the boss's WeChat message was still flashing on the screen. Chu Tian, the overtime report will be redone tomorrow. At your level, you will be considered a social beast. Colleagues on the roadside crowded into groups and laughed and crowded onto the subway, leaving him alone in the drizzle, with his trouser legs wet and sticking to his calves, like a drowned dog. The pain subsided, replaced by a strange throbbing. A mechanical voice sounded in Chutian's mind, power awakening, thunder and lightning summons. Host, Chu Tian. Side effect, random element interference. He was stunned, rubbing his eyes, thinking that he was hallucinating. These days, who doesn't know that there are people with supernatural powers hiding in the city? Occasionally, news breaks out about people smashing mountains with one punch, and people teleporting to rob banks, but those awesome people always have side effects, such as diarrhea after a strong person teleports, or pants falling off when invisible. Chu Tian's heartbeat quickened. He stood up and looked around. No one noticed him under the street lights. He took a deep breath and said silently in his mind, "Try a thunder and lightning, I'm about to turn over." The sky was already gloomy, and suddenly dark clouds rolled in, and thunder roared. Passers-by screamed and ran away, and an ant's umbrella was blown away by the wind and hit the billboard next to it, shattering with a snap. Chu Tian raised his head and laughed proudly, look at my thunder god power. Who knows, the first thunder and lightning struck, not lightning, but a large piece of sticky stuff falling from the sky. Crack! Crack! Countless eggs fell like raindrops, with egg yolks and egg whites splashing everywhere. Chu Tian was the first to bear the brunt, and his whole body was turned into a golden drowned rat. The egg liquid dripped down his hair, and the fishy smell rushed straight into his nose. Passers-by around him stared wide-eyed and opened their mouths in an O shape. Damn it, why am I always in trouble? Chu Tian murmured to himself, kicking away an empty drink bottle on the side of the road. The bottle rolled into the ditch, making a sad, gudong sound. He imagined the rich second generation driving sports cars to pick up girls, and felt sour in his heart. Suddenly, a sharp pain exploded from the depths of his mind, as if someone was spinning an electric drill on his temple. Chu Tian stumbled and fell to the ground. The rain hit his face, which was biting and cold. The passers-by around him looked sideways. Some people snickered in a low voice, "Oh, is this guy drunk too much? Are you performing on the ground? Holy shit, what the hell is this? Egg typhoon." A young man with yellow hair rubbed his eyes, and the eggshell shattered on his shoulder. He shook his body, egg liquid splashed, and his face was full of disbelief. Oh my god, what this guy summoned wasn't thunder, but breakfast. Ha ha ha. The girl next to her laughed and bent down, snapping pictures of Chu Tian with her mobile phone. The live broadcast room was flooded with bullets. Anchor, run, the egg god is here. Chu Tian stood there blankly, with egg yolk flowing out of his nostrils. He wiped his face, and the egg white stuck to his fingers, making his toes touch the ground in embarrassment. Is this a fucking side effect? I tried to show off, but ended up being a loser. He picked up his coat in disgrace, and the sound of the eggshell cracking echoed in his ears. Passers-by laughed like a flood, and some even threw a sausage, dude, side dishes. After escaping home in embarrassment, Chu Tian pushed open the apartment door, and the smell of egg filled the small hall. On the sofa, his pet cat Ye Zhi was curled up in a ball, its black and white hair shining with contempt under the light. It raised its head, narrowed its green eyes to slits, flicked its tail contemptuously, and let out a low, meow, sound, which sounded very much like a human snort. Master of trash, have you made a fool of yourself again? Chu Tian had no time to pay attention to it and rushed into the bathroom to take a shower. The water was gurgling and the tragic scene just now was still replaying in his mind. Is the superpower so tricky? I have to keep a low profile and pretend to be cool. When I see Su Nuan tomorrow, I will definitely shock her. Su Nuan, his childhood sweetheart, lived across the street from her since she was a child. The hot OL skirt always made him feel itchy. But every time she expressed her love, she dismissed him as a buddy. She said she would come to borrow books tonight, which was the perfect opportunity. The doorbell rang quickly, and Chu Tian rushed out wrapped in a bath towel, his hair still dripping with water. Nuan Nuan is here. He opened the door, and Su Nuan was wearing tight jeans and a white shirt, with long hair hanging over her shoulders, and a fragrant breeze blowing on her face. But as soon as she walked in, her nose wrinkled. Chu Tian, why does your house smell like eggs? What is this on the ground? Eggshell fragments. Yellow stains on the wall. You have a mistress. Do you still play SM and smash eggs? Su Nuan's eyes widened as she scanned the mess in the room. The sofa was stained with egg yolks, the floor was sticky, and the egg stench in the air was as strong as a cake factory exploding. She took a step back, and her high heels stepped on a lump of egg white, which made it slippery and almost fell down. His face was full of shock and disgust. You, the social beast, have finally fallen. Where is the mistress? Ye Zhi stretched out on the sofa, glanced at Su Nuan, and gently scratched the ground with her paws, as if to say, stupid woman, where did this loser come from? Chutian's forehead was sweating, and the towel was tightly tied. No. Nuan, listen to my explanation. I just awakened my superpower, thunder and lightning summons, so cool. The sky thundered, and when I summoned. He gestured excitedly, his mind felt hot, and he recited the skills silently. Unexpectedly, a tiny arc of electricity burst out from the fingertips and headed straight for Su Nuan. The lightning flashed, and Su Nuan's bangs made a chi sound, and smoke rose up, and a small amount of hair was permed and curled into a burnt dog-gnawed shape. Su Nuan screamed, touched the top of her head, and her eyes widened behind the lenses. Ah, Chu Tian, you are a pervert. Electric shock play. You also perm my hair. Is your power just for perverts? Her cheeks turned red with anger, her chest heaved violently, and the eggy smell mixed with the stench of burnt hair made the whole room look like a battlefield. Su Nuan stomped her feet and hit the floor with her high heels. I thought you were reliable, but you still resort to electrocution for raising a mistress. Get out of here, I want to call the police. No. Nuan, this is a side effect. Listen to me. Chu Tian rushed over to pull her away, but the towel let go with a pop and almost slipped. He hurriedly grabbed it, making the situation extremely embarrassing. Su Nuan screamed and turned around, and saw Ye Zhi on the sofa suddenly trembled, his hair stood on end, and a white light flashed. The cat's body instantly elongated and turned into a girl. She has long black and white hair, slightly trembling cat ears, and green eyes full of teasing. But the white light only flashed for a moment, and Ye Zhi quickly retracted into the cat form. Su Nuan rubbed her eyes, feeling dazzled. Just now, the cat turned into a human. Chu Tian, your cat is a goblin. Su Nuan's face turned from shock to livid, and she pushed Chu Tian away. The egg liquid was all over her jeans, and the sticky touch made her feel nauseous. That's enough. You perverted social beast, a cheating father with supernatural powers, a demon cat in the house, and a house full of egg liquid. I came here blind. She slammed the door and walked out. The sound of high heels echoed in the corridor, leaving behind a string of eggy footprints. Chu Tian collapsed on the ground, and the towel finally fell off. He hugged his knees naked, with broken eggshells touching his buttocks, and burst into tears. It's over, it's all over. I wanted to pretend to pick up girls, but in the end I turned into an egg god and an electric shock maniac. The room was dead silent, and only the smell of eggs filled the air. Suddenly, there was a bright white light on the sofa. Ye Zhi completely transformed, turning into a 1.6-meter girl, wrapped in a black and white maid outfit, with swaying cat ears and a swishing tail. She looked down at Chu Tian with her hands on her hips, her green eyes spitting fire, and her voice as sharp as a knife. Ha ha ha, master, you are embarrassed and have cancer again. The summons of thunder and lightning turned into a rain of eggs, and the girl's hair was exposed after perming. You are the laughing stock of the whole city. Prepare to be ruined by me for the rest of your life. Ye Zhi's tail whipped like a whip to suck out the air, and the crisp, pop sound echoed in the small hall filled with egg odor. She crossed her arms across her chest, the skirt of her black and white maid uniform swayed slightly, revealing her white thighs, her cat ears stood up like radar, and her green eyes were full of playful fire. Master, you are such a pretentious person. The summons of thunder and lightning turned into a rain of eggs, the electric arc discharge also burned the girl's bangs, and finally the bath towel was stripped and she hugged her knees and cried. The side effects of the superpower are embarrassing. Su Nuan kicked the door and left. You, a social beast, still want to stand up? Ha ha ha, I think you will be a salesman selling eggs and rice for the rest of your life. Chu Tian was curled up naked on the ground, his butt was sore from the broken eggshells. He raised his head and glared at her, blushing to the base of his ears. The sticky feeling of dried egg yolk still remained on his skin, as if he had applied a low-quality facial mask. Shut up. You damn cat, your transformation is amazing. I just woke up to my superpower, and you brought it down. If your hair hadn't stood on end to scare her, she wouldn't have thought I was raising a goblin. He hurriedly grabbed the towel on the sofa and wrapped it around his lower body. When he stood up, his feet slipped on the egg whites, and he fell again with a snap, and his forehead hit the edge of the coffee table. There was a muffled thud, and stars appeared in front of his eyes. Ye Zhi laughed so hard that she curled her tail into a question mark shape and pointed her paw-like fingers at him. Wow, the embarrassing cancer has returned. Master, admit it, you just want to keep a low profile and pretend to have sex with that big-breasted Qingmei. You summoned thunder and lightning to shock the whole street, but turned into a breakfast bomber, shocked her to show off your intimacy, but ended up being burned like a dog. Chew your head. She definitely thinks you are a pervert and a philanderer with a mind full of sex. She leaned closer, the tip of her nose almost touching Chu Tian's face, and her green eyes blinked. Say it, admit it. Or I will transform and go to Su Nuan's place to live broadcast your dark history. The veins on Chutian's forehead popped out, and the smell of eggs mixed with her cat fragrance made his stomach churn. He gritted his teeth and got up and wrapped the towel tightly. Okay. I admit it, I want to keep a low profile and pretend to be a good friend to Su Nuan. She has regarded me as a buddy since she was a child. This time when she awakened her power, I wanted to summon thunder and lightning in a handsome way and win the beauty back. But everything turned upside down. As soon as he finished speaking, he felt sour, and silently recited the skills to try to control it, but unexpectedly, arcs of electricity shot out from his fingertips and went straight to Ye Zhi. Ouch! Master, you shocked me again. Even after transforming into a cat girl, you won't let me go. Ye Zhi jumped up and rubbed her ears, her tail flailed wildly and hit the curtain, tearing a rip with a paw sound, fragments fluttering down like snow. She widened her green eyes, her voice trembling with laughter. The side effects are really intense. Just admit it, now go buy a gift to apologize. Su Nuan's temper is explosive, if you don't coax her well, it'll be worse when you meet tomorrow. Chu Tian sighed, rushed into the bedroom to put on jeans and a t-shirt, the egg stench still faintly seeping through the fabric. He grabbed his wallet, pulled Ye Zhi, let's go. To the late-night supermarket to buy chocolate and a bouquet, apologize low-key. Remember, turn back into cat form, don't scare people. Ye Zhi hummed, a white light flashed and she shrank into a black and white cat, jumping onto his shoulder, her paws lightly scratching his shoulder, her tail sweeping his neck tickling, as if mocking. On the late-night street, Neon lights stretched their shadows, roadside barbecue stalls with smoke swirling, the aroma of cumin and chili assaulting the nose, mixed with the sourness of beer foam. Chu Tian walked quickly with his head down, Ye Zhi meowed lowly on his shoulder, useless, what to buy? Cake. She'd definitely vomit if she saw it. Passers-by were sparse, someone glanced sideways at the cat on his shoulder, muttering, this guy walking his cat at midnight, shoulder-carrying style. So trendy. At the supermarket entrance, Chu Tian picked a box of heart-shaped chocolate, and grabbed a bunch of roses. When checking out his mind heated up, thinking to low-key try his ability to calm down, little lightning, don't flip. Suddenly the sky darkened, thunder rumbled faintly. Boom! It wasn't lightning, but countless eggs falling from the dark clouds, patta-patta like cannonballs bombarding the roadside stalls. The barbecue stall owner's iron plate, bang, shattered, eggs splattered everywhere, egg yolks rising like fountains, the lamb skewers on the stall all wrapped in golden yellow, cumin scent mixed with egg stench, the air sticky and pungent. Oh my god! Egg rain again. The stall vendor boss stared and threw himself to the ground, lamb skewers flew out from the iron skewer, hitting the nearby electric bike, Ye Zhi, short-circuiting and sparking. He crawled up, his face full of egg liquid stringing, fingers trembling pointing at Chu Tian, You this kid, it was you last time on the street. Egg god reincarnated. My stall is ruined, compensate. Onlookers instantly surged, phone flashlights like a sea of stars, someone screamed and retreated, stepping on egg white and slipping, thud, in a chain fall, someone rubbed their eyes and laughed, damn, egg typhoon 2.0. That guy's cat on the shoulder is shaking, laughing to death. A fat uncle with eggshell in his hair, voice trembling, supernatural phenomenon. Isn't this an ability user? The side effects are too hilarious, lightning turned into breakfast supplier. Chu Tian's face turned green, holding the bouquet drenched in egg liquid, rose petals stuck with egg white, stringing and dripping. He wanted to run, Ye Zhi on his shoulder meowed wildly, paws scratching his ears, Master Flipkart King appears again. Low-key pretending. The whole street live streaming egg god descending. The crowd surrounded, flashlights blinding, whispers like tides, look at him, a corporate slave with ability awakening. Pit dad stuff. In the midst of the chaos, Su Nuan's voice exploded, Chu Tian. You taking a mistress out at midnight? An egg bombing the barbecue stall. Two-timing playboy. She walked out from the supermarket, carrying a late-night snack bag, her bangs still curled and charred, jeans with egg stains not dry. Her eyes widened, scanning Ye Zhi, the cat was licking its paws with egg yolk, green eyes blinking innocently. Her face turned iron blue, high heels, thud thud, stepping on egg white over, egg liquid splashing onto her shirt. Last time the whole house was egg pulp with a demon cat, this time street egg rain with a cat girl date. Chocolate and roses for her. Perverted corporate slave, explain. Chu Tian's head buzzed, egg stench assaulting, the bouquet, patta, dropped, roses rolling into the egg pulp, Nuan Nuan. Not a mistress, she's Ye Zhi, my pet cat. Pure pet, no promotion. He gestured anxiously, his mind heated up silently reciting the skill to show proof, who knew an electric arc, Ye Zhi, shot out, electrocuting a thief nearby, that thief was touching a motorcycle bag, electric light flashed, he, A-I-yo, convulsed and fell, keys clanging to the ground. Passers-by erupted, wow. Egg god electrocuted the thief. Hero. The motorcycle owner stared wide-eyed, trembling voice, bro, your ability is awesome. Side effects egg rain is also fine, thanks. Applause thundered, someone knelt, egg god bless, street safety. Su Nuan was even more furious, pet cat. And wants promotion. Chu Tian, you raise a cat as a girlfriend, electrocute people to show hero-saving beauty. I've heard enough of your playboy talk. Her chest heaved, the egg stench and chilly smell made her frown. Ye Zhi suddenly flashed with white light, transforming into a girl.
The 1.6-meter cat girl landed, maid outfit skirt fluttering, tail swinging, paw whipping Chu Tian's leg. Yeah, Su Jia, he raises me as a pet and wants promotion. Always pretending and flipping, I specialize in tearing him down. Egg Rain Hero. Hilarious, side effects awkward king. She put hands on hips, cat ears shaking, green eyes winking at Su Nuan, egg liquid dripping from her tail, patta. Su Nuan's mouth formed an O, retreated and stepped on egg slipping, thud, sitting down, but stuck with a lump of egg yolk. She screamed rubbing her eyes, demon cat turned human. Chu Tian, you really raise a mistress demon. Onlookers stared like copper bells, someone dropped their phone screen shattered, damn, cat girl confirmed. Egg god plus demon cat combo, live stream exploded. Whispers turned to screams, perverted love triangle. Too absurd. Chu Tian was so embarrassed that he exploded, his face was as hot as fire, and the t-shirt wrapped in egg liquid was sticky to his body. He yelled, we have misunderstood. Ye Zhi, shut up. He turned around and ran away, falling twice in a row with his feet slipping and his knees hurting. The passers-by burst into laughter, the egg god is running away, and the cat lady is chasing her husband. What a plot. Escaped to the alley, he gasped and leaned against the wall. The aftermath of his supernatural power arced through his fingertips, sizzling, the street lamps, and the light bulbs, popped and exploded into glass rain. Ye Zhi caught up, transformed into a cat, jumped on its shoulders, and scratched its paws. Master, Su Nuan misunderstood the upgrade, the playboy cat boy. The whole city will laugh tomorrow. Suddenly, a red Lamborghini stopped with a bang, the door banged open, and Gu Han got out, a narcissistic rich second generation, with a gold chain in a brand-name suit that blinded his eyes, and shiny hair combed with antennae. He witnessed the whole process, squinted his eyes and sneered, the smell of perfume overpowering the smell of eggs. Hey, isn't this the god of eggs? The rain of eggs on the streets shows off special powers, stuns thieves to steal the limelight, and even leads the cat lady to steal the spotlight. Dare you steal the limelight from me, Gu Han? A showdown of superpowers, I awaken through teleportation, and the only side effect is high-end, diarrhea. See you in the square tomorrow, do you dare to come? Gu Han poked Chu Tian's chest with his finger, and the onlookers stared with wide eyes, whispering, young master Gu, are you going to fight? Egg god vs teleporting rich young master, gods fight. Chu Tian's heart went cold, egg liquid dripped down his face, and Ye Zhi meowed wildly on his shoulder, king of overturners, there is another opponent to cause trouble. Su Nuan's figure in the distance was still trembling, the sound of high heels gradually faded away, and misunderstandings were as sticky as egg paste. Chu Tian clenched his fists, his mind throbbing with supernatural power. How can I give in? But the shadow of side effects loomed, and the night wind blew the egg stench to the bone. He knew that it would be even worse tomorrow. Gu Han's gold chain swayed, and the light was as dazzling as a knife. He laughed with his arms akimbo, his voice as greasy as a layer of lard. Egg god. Ha! Are you so virtuous? You are covered in egg paste like a street beggar, and your superpower also has breakfast effects. I, Gu Han, have the best teleportation awakening. Superpowers, plus frost control. Watch out, show off your wealth in a low-key manner. He hooked his finger, and the air suddenly became cold, and the frost around him condensed. Crack, click, the ice crystals exploded like blades. The ground in the alleyway instantly became frosty, white mist rolled into his face, and the bone-chilling coldness penetrated his bones. The trash can on the roadside cracked due to freezing, ice shards flew like bullets, and a shared bicycle's tire squeaked when it hit it. The neon lights flickered at the entrance of the alley, and the smell of eggs lingered like an invisible mist. Mixed with Gu Han's pungent Dior perfume, it made Chu Tian's stomach acid rise. He wrapped his sticky t-shirt tightly, and the egg-white string dripped down the legs of his jeans, hitting the asphalt road with a clack, reflecting the sharp reflection of the broken glass of the street lamp.
The cat's body curled up into a ball on Ye Zhi's shoulder, her claws dug into his collarbone, her tail swept his neck, itching like 1,000 ants crawling, her green eyes flashed in the dark and joked, "Meow, master is scared." The rich young man teleported to provoke you, but you, the egg god, didn't fight back. The whole street is watching the joke. Chutian's teeth chattered, and the cold wind stung his nose. He took half a step back, and the egg whites on the soles of his feet froze into ice. He slipped with a squeak and his knees almost fell to the ground. Su Nuan's head was buzzing, and the sound of Su Nuan's high-heeled shoes in the distance could still be heard, and the misunderstanding was as cold as ice. Can't I keep a low profile? This narcissist is showing off in the street, and tomorrow I will face off in the square, and I will be the laughing stock of the whole city. Ye Zhi scratched her claws, and her meow was as sharp as a needle. Come on, master. Don't be a coward, smash him in the face with eggs, and make the rich young man turn into egg-fried rice. Otherwise, Sister Su will think that you are protecting the mistress, and the relationship will be frozen forever. Gu Han stepped forward with a ferocious smile, frost flowers bloomed on the cuffs of his suit, and an ice spear formed in his palm. It shot out with a swish and pierced Chu Tian's feet. It exploded the ice pit with a bomb and smashed his face with broken ice like rain, scratching the traces of blood on his cheeks. The smell of perfume overwhelmed Chu Tian's nose, and he poked the tip of Chu Tian's nose with his finger. How dare you steal my limelight from this useless social beast? I've had my eye on that girl Su Nuan for a long time. Get out of here, you bastard. Tomorrow in the square, I will teleport and freeze your whole family. Passers-by will testify, who will win? Pick her up. The crowd laughed, and someone shouted, Young Master Gu. Give up and crawl all over the floor. The fat uncle rubbed his frozen red hands and said, Yes, Mr. Gu is invincible, the frost is freezing, and the egg god's hot eggs will melt. The onlookers were instantly shocked. A fat old man with hair still hanging from his eggshells, with round copper eyes, stepped back tremblingly and slipped on his eggs. Fuck. Young Master Gu has frost powers, he's so cool. The ground is completely frozen, and the air conditioning goes straight to his crotch. The girl next to her screamed and hugged her shoulders, and the hot cocoa cup froze. It turned into a popsicle and smashed to pieces. Young rich man is awesome. Teleportation plus frost, side effects like diarrhea are all high-end, how can he be as shitty as the egg god? The mobile phone flashed like a rainstorm, and someone shouted live on the live broadcast, hot-blooded duel. Gu Han suppresses the egg god, the ice sculpture beggar is coming. What the hell? Gu Han's eyes widened. His suit was instantly covered with egg paste, his chest was drawn and his gold chains were stuck together. He teleported to dodge, and his body blurred with a whoosh. When he landed, he stepped on the egg-white ice and slipped with a squeak. Even worse, the egg rain was mixed with electric chickens flying around, the side effects escalated, the live chickens, clucked and swooped with electric arcs, their feathers were charred and sizzled and smoked. A fat chicken hit Gu Han's head directly, pop, the eggshell's forehead bloomed, and the other claw hooked his waistband, tearing, the suit pants torn, revealing lace underwear. Gu Han threw himself on the street in a panic, with his arms stretched out like a dog gnawing mud, his frost power was out of control, his whole body was frozen, chicken feces and egg yolk were mixed with ice slag, and the stench was soaring to the sky. Chu Tian's heart was filled with chills, his fists were bleeding, and his supernatural powers were throbbing like fire. Fuck. I'm so low-key and pretending to be like this, I'll give it all. He gritted his teeth and roared, Gu Han, you're looking for death. Arcs of electricity sizzled at his fingertips, silently summoning thunder and lightning, the night sky suddenly darkened, dark clouds rolled, and thunder exploded. But the side effects came like ghosts, instead of lightning, there was a rain of crack-plop-clop eggs. The egg bombs hit the alley like artillery fire, hitting Gu Han's ice wall and shattering with a bang-bang. The egg yolk fountain splashed golden, and the sticky stench overwhelmed the frost and cold air. The passers-by were dumbfounded. The fat uncle dropped his cell phone with a bang, his mouth opened in an O shape, and his voice trembled like a candle in the wind. Oh my god, the egg god counterattacked. Egg rain plus electric chicken bombing, young Master Gu skated like an ice ballet, and his underwear made him laugh to death. The girl screamed and covered her mouth, but laughed and sprayed coke and foam into her nose. Fuck. The rich young man is showing off. Frost, it turned out that the egg chicken is a dog. Did you lose your pants now? The barrage exploded in the live broadcast room. Gu Han's egg fried chicken king, the ice melted the egg paste, it was so funny. There was thunderous applause, and some people knelt down to worship. Egg god is invincible. Chu Tian gasped and stood firm, the egg rain stopped, the aftertaste of the electric arc sniffed, the mice in the alley, and squeaked, the charred corpses smoked. His face was as hot as fire, and for the first time, he felt a surge of joy in his heart. Fuck. I overturned and killed you. But Ye Zhi flashed white, transformed into a cat lady and landed on the ground. The maid's skirt flew up and swung the egg liquid with a pop, and her tail whipped his legs like a whip. Wow, master, it's just luck that you overturned. Wanted to summon the handsome thunder and lightning KO, but ended up with a cock dancing and smashing the rich young man's underwear. You were broadcast live in the whole city, you are embarrassing. She put her hands on her hips and pointed at Gu Han. Sister Su saw it and thought you were protecting her from being a mistress, and she mistakenly upgraded to the universe level. Su Nuan's figure froze at the door of the supermarket in the distance. Her high heels squeaked when she stepped on them. Her bangs were permed and her eyes were as round as copper bells. Her chest was heaving. The smell of eggy chili made her frown and retching. Chu Tian, stood up for me. He blasted that scumbag Gu Han, and helped the demon cat mistress. The hero saves the beauty and shows off his skills. She stamped her feet angrily, and the egg yolk splashed on her butt, but she quickly typed on her cell phone, Chu Tian, let's talk alone tomorrow and explain your demon cat's history. Gu Han got up, his trousers were ripped and the lace of his underwear was blinding, his suit was stuck to his body with ice cream, his face was twisted and veins were visible, his perfume smelled like bastard chicken shit, his voice was shaking like a broken gong. Chu, Dan God. You are cheating on me. Tomorrow square, I swear to take revenge and freeze the whole street. He stumbled and teleported into the car. The Lamborghini roared with exhaust fumes and spewed out egg mist. The tires crunched on the ice and sped away, leaving behind a layer of chicken feces and ice. The crowd gathered around, and the fat uncle rushed to shake hands, his palms were red and trembling with cold. Egg god boss. I didn't intend to kill Gu Shaoqing with his magic chicken skills, but thank you for protecting the street. The girls screamed and stuffed notes. Handsome guy, the side effect of the egg rain is also cute. WeChat. Chu Tian scratched his head in embarrassment. The night wind blew away the egg mist, and the neon light stretched the hero's shadow, but Su Nuan's message flashed in his mind, have a heart-to-heart talk. The misunderstanding exploded, and tomorrow will be even worse. The owner of the barbecue stall at the end of the alley rushed over with an iron plate on his face full of egg yolks and tears of gratitude. The egg god saved the stall for the second time. The eggs rained last time, this time the eggs will compensate, and you won't have to eat skewers alone. The aroma of cumin and chili peppers filled the nostrils and made Chu Tian feel warm, and for the first time passers-by worshipped him like the warm sun melting ice. But Ye Zhi laughed in her ears, how cool, you overturned king. Gu Han vowed revenge. Su Nuan had a misunderstanding about sex, and the square showdown is waiting for you to blow up the whole city. Chu Tian clenched his fist, and the electric arc fingertips danced. Zizi. There was a hint of thunder in the night sky, and he murmured, I embrace this funny fate. Su Nuan's figure disappeared into the neon in the distance, the lingering sound of high heels lingered, and the hook was like an egg hook. The streets are full of laughter, the legend of the egg god has just begun, but I know it will be even crazier tomorrow. The night wind wrapped in the mixed stench of egg chicken shit and ice slag, the streetlights elongated Chu Tian's figure like a ghost, his fist, sizzle sizzle, with electric arc afterglow flickering, his head buzzing with Su Nuan's text message pink bubbles, talk heart. I explain clearly, don't misunderstand the demon cat mistress anymore. Pedestrians are still surrounding the barbecue stall, cumin smoke assaulting the nose, the fat uncle poking the air with an iron skewer, his voice hoarse like sandpaper grinding iron, egg god. Meet Guhan that turtle at the square, smash his head with iced chicken eggs. The girls giggle and spray beer, foam splashing on the ground, pop pop, notes stuffed into his wet sticky palm, add WeChat, egg rain is so handsome. Ye Zhi's cat body bounces on his shoulder, claws scratching his ear root itchy like an electric drill, tail sweeping his face, pop pop, sound, meow ha. Master, passers-by lick dog mode activated, tomorrow at the square you egg bomb the whole city again. Su Jia text message for hookup, prepare to cheat and explode yourself. Chu Tian shakes his head to dodge the tail, egg liquid splashes on the wall, pop, awkward disease relapses and heart itches unbearably, shut up. I keep a low profile and pretend to be cool, superpower side effects. Damn, go home and take a shower. He staggers through the crowd, neon reflections shattering with footsteps, patta, and egg slurry sound, in the distance Lamborghini tail lights red like blood eyes, Guhan's vow of enmity echoing in his mind. The next day at noon, the sunlight glaringly sprinkled into warm heart coffee, through the floor-to-ceiling windows, the milky aroma of coffee beans grinding powder, buzz buzz, machine sound mixed with streetcar horns, beep beep, Chu Tian pushed the door, ding-ling, bell rings, his t-shirt changed but faintly with egg-stained smell, jeans knees with blood marks washed light. He scanned the corner booth, Su Nuan already sitting and waiting, her fiery OL outfit tight white shirt outlining curves, bangs permed and curled covering her eyes like fire, the latte on the table with heart-shaped foam broken into pulp, spoon, ding-ding, knocking the cup edge like war drums. Chu Tian, you're 5 minutes late. Su Nuan looked up, her voice sharp with jealousy, eyes narrowed into slits staring at his empty shoulder. Last night at the alley mouth egg chicken bombing, Guhan that scum's underwear lace flashing blinding the whole street, you heroically saved the beauty to protect the demon cat mistress. Who is Ye Zhi exactly? Don't deny it, cheating office worker. Her finger poked the table, thump thump, coffee ripples shaking, hot steam from her chilly red lips. Chu Tian awkwardly scratched his head, sweat drops falling along his temples, patta, splashing on the table, the passing waiter brother widened his eyes, tray coffee shaking, gurgle, bro, this girl is fiery, interrogation scene. Be careful of flipping over. He pulled the chair to sit down, creak, sound, his leg hitting the table leg with egg residue sticking to pants, lowering his voice to explain, Nuan Nuan, listen. Ye Zhi is my pet cat, after superpower awakening she can transform and speak human words. Last night she helped attack and disrupt, not a mistress. I'm a low-key office worker, how dare I cheat? In his mind flashed last night the transformed cat girl with hands on hips, green eyes blinking, tail whipping his leg like a whip, his heart cooling half, prove it to you. Chu Tian's heart flared up, suppressing it first, damn. I prove it. His fingertips electric arc, sizzle, surged, air scorch smell appearing, he silently chanted to summon lightning, outside the window dark clouds suddenly gathered, rumble, muffled thunder faintly. But the side effects ghostly as scheduled, patta patta, thunder chicken eggs pouring rain. Egg bullets like cannon fire bombarding the table, eggshells, bang bang, cracking, golden egg yolk spraying like fountains everywhere, sticky fishy smell covering the milky aroma, hot egg whites drawing strings entangling Su Nuan's bangs, pop pop, dripping on her chest. The waiter brother dropped the tray, pa, on the ground, coffee spilling, sizzle, burning red, eyes wide like a dog mouth O-shaped trembling, F. Egg god divine skill. Thunder chicken eggs romantic surprise. Table turns into egg C, girlfriend full face egg slurry drawing strings. He screamed and rushed to wipe the table, but slipped on egg whites, creak, kneeling, buttock egg yolk, paw, blooming. The coffee shop exploded, guests screamed and hugged their heads, egg rain mixed with electric chickens flying chaotically, cluck cluck, diving, a fat girl egg smashing her wig, flying off, shrieking, egg god personally present. Demonstrating transformation. This romantic date, chicken eggs sprinkled on the table full of love. The foreign old man with coffee cup frozen on the cup wall, rubbing his eyes and laughing, holy shit. Thunder chicken eggs. Boyfriend's ultimate surprise, girlfriend's egg face. Mobile phones flashing like rain, live stream barrage, brush, exploding, egg god coffee shop flip car 3.0. Girlfriend interrogating mistress, result thunder egg chicken romantic bombing, waiter kneeling in egg sea. Su Nuan's face wrapped in egg yolk, bangs drawing strings sticking to eyes, chilly lips trembling and dry retching from egg stench, Chu Tian. You tricked me. Demonstrating transformation to summon egg chicken rain. Mistress pet still with breakfast offensive, cheating to cosmic level. Su Nuan coldly laughed and put hands on hips, her chest heaving with white shirt buttons straining tight, the couple at the next table stealing glances and whispering, wow, handsome guy explaining mistress. Cat turning human. Urban legend. Her finger tapped the table like a machine gun, pet transforming. Nonsense. Last night the cat girl in maid skirt flung egg liquid, in the blink of an eye called me Su Jia, helped you egg chicken smash Gu Han's underwear. Cheating and still pretending to be pure, demonstrate your superpower summon lightning to prove it handsomely. Passers-by put down coffee cups, eyes shining and staring, the waiter brother leaned close to whisper, big boss, live stream is on. Egg god appears in the coffee shop, girlfriend interrogating mistress. There was an unexpected door, and 3 strong men pushed the door and banged the bell, which rang loudly. The greasy smell from their sunglasses and leather jackets hit their nostrils. The leader, the yellow-haired guy, put his hands on his hips and grinned ferociously, egg god. Young Master Gu sent us to keep an eye on you. You were the underpants king last night, and you are picking up girls in the cafe today. You are a busy social animal. They swept the area with round eyes, and the egg sea and chicken shit came into view. The egg whites on his feet squeaked as he flew to the street, and his sunglasses flew off with a pop, revealing the blue veins on his forehead, fuck. The egg god is tricking us. The romantic eggs are raining down on us. Mr. Gu said you snatched Su Nuan, where is this cat girl mistress? The younger brother rubbed his eyes and his voice was trembling, boss, the egg god has many ships. The alley demon cat, this table ol egg face, the waiter kneels down to lick it, broadcast live to the whole city. Army. Chu Tian's head buzzed, and the electric arc backfired and blistered his fingers. He was sweating like a raindrop on his face, Nuan, it's not a side effect. Listen to me. He threw the table and wiped her face, the egg paste in his palms became sticky and pop, and the chicken hit the window with a bang, and feathers flew away, and the black electric arc sizzled and burned the glass mist. Chu Tian's heart was so cold that he chased the glare of the sun outside and the traffic on the street booming, and the horns blaring wildly. He shouted, Nuan. Apologize, I'll chase you to explain. His legs and feet were throbbing with electric arcs, and the side effects escalated, his trousers sizzled and burned and black smoke emitted, his jeans ripped and teared at the crotch, and the lace underwear was exposed for the second time and blinded passers-by. The corona autophagy snaps and he pounces on the street dog to chew the mud, the pattern of his butt and underwear is broadcast live all over the city, and the sticky residue of the egg paste snaps. Passers-by exploded, and the girl screamed and covered her eyes with laughter, the egg god is chasing his wife in the crematorium. His pants were burned to the underwear king, and the pedal boat overturned and he died laughing. The uncle's cell phone popped and his voice was blown away in the wind, invincible embarrassment. He exposed his underwear and apologized, it's so romantic. Su Nuan stood up suddenly, stepped on the egg paste with high heels and splashed, and the egg yolk on her chest dripped to the ground. She pointed at Chu Tian with tears in her eyes, see you? Brother Gu Han is here. You are a multi-ship, all your playboy powers are exposed, pet mistress plus egg rain romance, I am blind. The guests burst into laughter, and the foreign uncle clapped the table and thundered, Egg King, many ships. Drama Queen, cry, excellent. Interesting. The waiter stood up and wiped his pants, his palms trembling with eggshells as he worshipped, Boss, Egg God, surprise Egg God of the sea. But the little brother is following you and is being chased by the supernatural circle. Chu Tian got up, his trousers cracked in the wind and his underwear was cold. Ye Zhi's white light flashed and the maid's skirt fell to the ground. Her tail slapped his legs and the whip made a crack. Her green eyes widened and her claws pointed at the shadow at the end of the street, Master. Don't cry, Sister Su has misunderstood the black hole in the universe. But the big thing, I am following invisibly, Gu Han Xiao, there is a superpower chip hidden in my brother's sunglasses, and the city's superpower monitoring network is activated. He not only teleports to ice, but also the black market superpower pharmacist behind him, vowing to freeze your whole family plus Su Nuan kidnaps the threat, the big crisis is coming. The square showdown is a conspiracy trap, and the egg god overturns and upgrades to hell mode. Su Nuan ran with high heels in the distance and burst into tears. She flicked her bangs and yolks, turned around and cried angrily, get out of here. The social beast with fancy underpants, super perverted, will never forgive. She got out of the taxi door and swung it, and the exhaust fume sprayed his face, leaving a shadow of egg mist underwear on the ground. The afternoon sun is like a fire on the street, egg mist fills the air and the smell of burnt underwear hits your nose, the cracks in Chu Tian pants are blown by the wind, passers-by's mobile phones are flashing, click. The girl laughs and bends over to cover her belly, ha ha ha, and bursts into tears, egg god underwear chasing wife crematorium 2.0. Panty burn self-exposure, Sister Su escapes from the rental exhaust fumes, romantic to the abyss of hell. The smoke from the barbecue was flying, and the sound of the shovel poking into the air was like thunder, boy, king of laying hens and underwear, will you face Gu Han in the square tomorrow, and your pants will freeze into popsicles first. Chu Tian fisted the arc of sizzling, and the back of his hand was blistered and swollen, and his heart was as despair as falling into an ice cave. Su Nuan's tearful shadow will never forgive, Gu Han's shady chip monitors the whole city, and the social animal overturned emperor has no way out. The neon lights on the street warm up the afternoon sun, and the crowd gathers to worship with slips of paper. The legend of the egg god's underpants is revived, but Chu Tian's fist squeezes the sizzling, electric arc, and dark clouds are rolling in his heart, the dream of low-key pretense is shattered, the shady secrets of Qua hit his face, Gu Han's conspiracy is tantalizing, and the shadow of Su Nuan's tears lingers. Coffee egg mist floats in the alley, laughter is endless, and the crisis is looming with thunder. The night is like ink pouring, Gu Han's villa area is brightly lit, Lamborghini's roaring engine fills the driveway, the aroma of champagne mixed with cigar smoke fills the nostrils, and the DJ electronic music, dong dong, makes the glass shattering and buzzing. Chu Tian and Ye Zhi slipped into the back door invisibly, the lawn was filled with colorful lights like a galaxy, the blue waves of the swimming pool reflected the neon, and the friends were in suits and leather shoes, with oily hair and powdered faces. Gu Han's legs were crossed on the throne in the atrium, and his ice-blue eyes swept the scene sinisterly. Brothers. Egg God, the Chu Tian Underwear Club will freeze his whole family in the square tomorrow. Whoever shows off his abilities first will be rewarded with a bottle of black market potion. His fingers clicked with frost on the edge of the table, and his lace underwear made a vague look, and his eyes were filled with hatred. The edge of Ye Zhi's maid's skirt was brushed and stuck to her legs, her cat ears were trembling and her green eyes were teasing, and her tail was whipping his calf flesh with a crisp sound, Master, it's embarrassing to be admitted to the hospital with terminal cancer. Underwear is the most popular live broadcast, Sister Su is thinking that you are a millionaire, and Gu Han is so stupid that he rushes to the street and thinks it's an assassination romance. Let's go. I'm a cat. Mom will take you to sneak into Gu Han's party tonight to investigate the conspiracy of the black market master. Don't break your pants and explode again. She grabbed his sleeve and, swish, the white light, and the passers-by rubbed their eyes and screamed, Egg God's underwear evaporates, he's so handsome. In the second round, the green-haired girl twisted her waist and came on stage, her voice as sweet as honey, Brother Gu, I have the power of enchantment, and I guarantee that the mistress will be amazing. She blinked and sprayed the pink mist, hissing, and the air was as sweet as cotton candy. But the side effects came to her body, the hem of her skirt spontaneously ignited, tongues of fire licked her legs, sizzling, the smell of barbecue, the girl screamed and spun around to extinguish the fire, the ashes flew from her skirt, revealing her fat thighs and cartoon bear underwear. Gu Han sprayed wine and coughed, charm. Self-immolation bare pants queen. Keep the black market medicine, the egg god will freeze his underwear tomorrow. The dog friend clapped the table and thundered, highlights of failed show. Pants Superpower Alliance, Mr. Gu, you will take revenge on your underwear and eggs tomorrow. Chu Tian hid beside the lawn, beads of sweat dripped down her spine and splashed on Ye Zhi's tail. Her brainwaves buzzed as she complained, Master, did you see it? Gu Han's friends are in the waste pile, showing off his superpowers and overturning to warm you up. Black market masters use chip surveillance, and medicine is hidden in the shadows by the swimming pool. The plan to kidnap Su Nuan will start tomorrow night. He will conduct a low-key pretense investigation and call in Xiao Lei to scare them to prove that the egg god is right. Chu Tian was so itchy that he suppressed it to the end, passers-by worshipped the egg god, but the underwear social animal was famous. Su Nuan misunderstood the black hole, and now it was confirmed that the conspiracy was to lure her back. The electric arc on his fingertips flashed slightly, and he silently recited Xiao Lei's call. The smell of burnt air loomed, and the small dark clouds outside the window made a muffled, rumbling sound. But the side effects are like the devil laughing wildly, clucking, chickens swooping down and bombarded by a rain of eggs. The golden egg bombs hit the atrium cake tower with a bang bang bang, the cream splashed like an avalanche, the chocolate layer collapsed with a bang, and the egg slurry fountain jumped 3 meters high. The fishy smell was topped by the sweetness of champagne, and eggshell crumbs, sand, sprinkled Gu Han's throne. Gu Han's suit was covered with egg yolk, his tie was stringy and his nose was sticky, his icy blue eyes were as round as copper bells, his voice was trembling in the wind, Egg, the egg god sent a gift to assassinate. Cake Thunder Chicken raided, Chu Tian, you are plotting against me at the party. The friends rushed to the street, and the yellow-haired sunglasses fell off the egg white and slipped. Crack, the fat second-generation egg smashed into the wig and flew into the swimming pool, screaming, the egg god is invisible and the cake is fried, and young Master Gu's panties are upgraded to the Assassination Alliance. The green-haired girl's breasts are wet with egg juice, and her bare pants are wet and trembling, the egg god is chasing Qingmei again, and he is turning into an egg feast. There was a lot of complaints in the audience, the DJ's electronic music stopped and the champagne glasses jingled, and someone's mobile phone broadcast the barrage, the egg god party sneaks into 4.0. Gu Han's cake assassination, the fox friend took off his pants and rolled over, the superpower failed and died laughing. Gu Han slapped the table frost and said, crack. Jumping her legs, her voice was trembling with a ferocious smile, brothers, the chip is locked. The egg god sent an egg to assassinate you. Tomorrow the square will not only be frozen, but you will tie Su Nuan to a live broadcast and blow up his heart. The girl in the swimming pool giggled and splashed the egg paste with foam, young Master Gu, the egg god's gift is too heavy, the cake will turn into a sea of eggs and love you. Suddenly, Su Nuan pushed the door open and the bell rang. Her high heels clicked and splashed on the ground. Her hot red evening dress tightened her curves, and her bangs were cleaned with egg stains. Her eyes were like fire. Gu Han invited a reconciliation and heart-to-heart text message to deceive her. She wanted to make Chu Tian a scumbag in underwear, but she saw the egg rain cake exploding. Chu Tian was invisible and sent eggs to smash around Qingmei. She was furious with her arms akimbo and her chest heaving, Chu Tian. Are you chasing Gu Hanmei on many boats? Egg cakes assassinate romance, underwear social beasts come to parties to flirt with girls, and the perversion of playfulness is exposed to the whole audience. She poked the air with her finger and said dong dong, her red lips trembled and the smell of eggs filled her nostrils. Friends and friends peeked and whispered, "Wow, the egg god is here." I misunderstood the egg ceremony for chasing girls, and the drama queen burst into tears. Chu Tian's body and mind were half cold, and the electric arc backfired and burned his fingers. Ye Zhi's white light flashed and the maid's skirt fell to the ground. Her cat ears raised her tail and slapped his invisible leg. She blinked with green eyes and yelled playfully with her hands on her hips, "Master, you are embarrassed about the advanced stage of cancer. You want Xiao Lei to investigate and summon a laying hen to smash the cake for an assassination show. Sister Su is chasing after it in her head." Sister, Gu Han thought that the gift was a revenge, and the whole group of foxes and bears worshipped the egg god. "It's time for trouble," and the cat lady scratched the cake with her claws and licked the cream. Her tail swiped at Gu Han's face, and her brainwaves went straight to the sky. "Run. The conspiracy is exposed, the master's medicine box is hidden in the pool." The debut of a weird supporting role, the yellow-haired boy made his first appearance at the coffee table yesterday. The chips in his sunglasses flashed green. He grinned ferociously and teleported to the swimming pool behind him. He yelled, "Master Gu, watch my fireball skills." The water splashed all over the pool with a scream, and the girl in a swimsuit screamed, "Take off your yellow-haired fire pants." The superpower shows off and dances with pants off. Young Master Gu rewards the medicine. The underwear first. The whole audience laughed and sprayed champagne, plop, the bubbles splashed on the ground, plop, like rain, the fat and rich second generation rubbed their belly and bent over. The teleportation pants are unlocked, the egg god underwear has a successor. Gu Han screamed and covered his crotch and threw the throne to collapse. His icy blue eyes were furious and bloodshot, and his voice was a beastly roar that pierced the electronic music. Egg god. 3 consecutive kills of frozen pants and underwear. Demon cat lasts a last hit. Su Nuan misunderstood the black hole. The black market master listened to the order. The city's chips were locked, the pharmaceutical army was activated, and there was not only a duel in Ming Square, but also the whole family of the frozen egg god tied up Su Nuan and exploded for revenge. "Brothers, chase." The fox friend jumped into the street with a squeak, the yellow hair teleported and hit the wall with a bang, and the green-haired bear's legs trembled from the cold. Gu Xiaobing's magic trick to escape, the revenge plan. Chu Tian Ye Zhi disappeared and swooped towards the back door. The night wind hit her face with fishy ice slag. The lights in the villa stretched out her ghostly shadow. In the distance, a Lamborghini with its taillights and red eyes was chasing after him with a grin. Ye Zhi's tail twitched and her legs crackled, the whip crackled, her green eyes widened and her brain wavered wildly. "Master, the overturning king is at his peak. Gu Han is the king of frozen pants." Sister Su chases her sister and misunderstands the explosion of the universe. The black market medicine is foreshadowed, the hell of the Great Crisis Square is about to begin. The dream of low-key pretense is broken, and the underwear alliance is hotly searched. Are you happy? The arc of Chu Tian fist flashed, and the clouds in my heart rolled like thunder. Su Nuan's tears ran twice as fast. Gu Han's revenge hook was fully loaded. Social beasts have superpowers, and the laughter and tears crisis are flying. The neon lights on the street cracked and footsteps clicked. Egg ice fog floated in the streets. Laughter and thunder continued, and the whole city was live broadcast to warm up to the bloody battle. Late at night, the streets and alleys are like ink snakes, and the egg ice fog hisses around the neon light poles. The fishy smell mixed with ice slag is pungent and hits the face. Chu Tian Ye Zhi disappears and swooshes past the trash can. Her footsteps clap as she crushes the eggshells with a crisp sound, and her heartbeat beats like a war drum. The siren of the villa in the distance shrilled the night, and the Lamborghini engine boom roared as it approached. Gu Han's voice echoed throughout the city like brain waves during the live broadcast. egg god's underpants society beast. The chip blocks the smell of your eggs and freezes the whole family to tie up Su Nuan to explode the live broadcast. See you in the square. Passers-by's mobile phones, refreshed, the barrage, egg god party escapes in the sea of eggs. Gu Xiaobing's Underpants King's Revenge, Hot Search Underpants Alliance 2.0. Chu Tian gasped and held up the wall, the invisible electric arc sizzled back to bite his fingertips and became red and swollen, and the beads of sweat splashed in the mud of the alley. His mind was as despair as falling into the abyss. Su Nuan ran in tears and never forgave twice. Gu Han's army was full of hooks, the black market drug conspiracy was exposed but the overturning emperor was crowned, the social animals with superpowers burst into tears and had no way out. Ye Zhi's white light flashed as the maid's skirt fell to the ground, her cat ears trembled and her green eyes widened, and her tail whipped his leg flesh with a crisp sound. The master is embarrassed, the cancer has metastasized. The party was raining eggs and smashing the cake, and the assassination show, Gu Han's frozen trousers and underwear 3 times, the black hole exploded when Sister Su was chasing a girl. Do you still want to keep a low profile and show off? Jing. The whole city was watching, and they quickly took stock of the power upgrades, summoning thunder and lightning to test their skills, and prove that the egg god is not useless. She scratched the egg shell with her claws and licked the pulp, and her brainwave said, the side effects of the egg chicken are extreme. Gu Han's frost army is here, let's take a breather first. The arc of Chu Tian fist pinched and flashed slightly, and he closed his eyes to take stock of the harvest. The medicine box of the black market master of the party investigation was exposed, the plan to kidnap Su Nuan was advanced, passers-by worshipped the egg god for hot search and explosion, the supernatural thunder and lightning was faintly upgraded, the power of the egg rain bombardment of the cake tower was doubled. The ice self-eating Gu Han's underwear was frozen and exploded to prove compatibility. His heart was slightly hot, and he suppressed his despair before he wanted to flourish. He silently meditated on improvement and improvement. The arc of electricity ran along his arm like a whip, and the invisibility cover was reinforced and airtight. But the side effects are ghostly whispers, the stomach is churning and the signs of diarrhea are looming, and the cool breeze in the seam of the pants is embarrassing and the cancer has resurfaced. There was a loud boom at the corner of the alley, and Su Nuan's high heels, dong dong, stomped on the ice and slid against the wall, her red skirt fluttered her tail and stuck to her legs, her bangs were stained with tears, her eyes were hot and she put her hands on her hips and gasped, Chu Tian, get out of here. Gu Han is a slut in the underwear given to his sister at the party, and he will never forgive the black hole forever. The passers-by rubbed their eyes and cried, the egg god escapes from the love triangle, and the misunderstanding of the universe explodes. Explode! Chu Tian appeared invisibly, grabbing her arm with an electric arc and spreading warmth, Nuan. It's not about chasing girls, it's about investigating Gu Han's plot to kidnap you. The black market medicine chips are all locked up, and the egg rain is an unexpected side effect. Su Nuan shook her arm with red marks, and her chest heaved with anger. A hero saves the beauty, smashing the eggs and cakes in a romantic show of affection, and wearing a cat demon in the underwear. How can you pretend to be a cheating king? Ye Zhi whipped the air with a snap of her tail, and scratched the ground with her green eyes teasingly. Sister Su's brainstorming skills. The master wanted to conduct a low-key investigation, so he summoned a laying hen to smash the party to assassinate the misunderstanding. Gu Han's underwear froze and burst out of laughter. This cat lady was just an assist in causing trouble. Now Gu Han's army is chasing him, and the 3 of them join forces to escape the crisis in front of the square. Will the legend of the egg god be continued? Su Nuan glared at her with trembling ears and trembling red lips. Join forces? The little 3-cat fairy tale whip Gu Xiaoyan, the romantic last-ditch attack is exposed, you and your underwear fly together to chase the girl alliance. The 3 of them glared at each other awkwardly, and briefly repaired the atmosphere like the calm before the storm. Unexpected. Ice and frost were rolling across the street like a tornado. Gu Han's Lamborghini came to a halt. The green light from his sunglasses swept the street like a ghost's eye. The egg stains on his suit had not faded after a new one. His lace underwear looked vaguely embarrassing. His ice-blue eyes were filled with bloodshot eyes and he smiled ferociously, "Egg God." The chip locks the egg smell, and Su Nuan is tied up in the frozen alley to live broadcast the egg explosion. The fox friend with yellow hair and green hair teleported to the ground with a swish. The fat and rich second-generation oil had sprayed the potion blue mist, to strengthen his abilities, and the girl in the swimming pool screamed and followed up with the dong-dong of high heels. The frost clicks to seal the alley entrance like a crystal wall, the biting cold air freezes the nose hairs of passers-by in snaps, and the egg ice fog condenses and the frost flowers, ding-dong, fall. A passerby rubbed his leg and trembled, Gu Xiaobing street magic. Egg God's love triangle escape, hot search for wife's crematorium 3.0. The three of Chu Tian were back to back, Su Nuan's high heels were shaking, and Ye Zhi's claws were scratching the frost's sticky tail. Master, the crisis is escalating. At the moment of pretense, he summoned thunder and lightning to fight against the Frost Legion, proving that society is a beast. Don't waste it. Chu Tian felt itchy and desperate, and the arc of his fist flashed like a silver snake, shouting, "Gu Han. The black market conspiracy has been exposed, don't even think about tying Su Nuan, the thunder and lightning egg god is here." He suppressed his enthusiasm, the air was filled with lightning, and the smell of burnt smell hit his nose, and the thunder, boom, shook the window glass and popped the rain. The side effects of the supporting characters exploded, Gu Hanbing's blue eyes widened and trembled, and ice shards fell from his sunglasses. The egg god thunder clouds are crushing the city. The ice freeze counterattack. Huang Mao teleported and swooshed as he approached and grinned, "Take off the fireball pants 2.0, burn your eggs." But the thunder and lightning from Chu Tian bombed with the first blow and split the street lamp. Crack, sparks flew everywhere, and the waistband of Huang Mao's trousers self-destructed and the fireball self-eating, shichichi, the scorched hair exploded, and he screamed, thumped, squeaked, and rolled 3 times. The fat and rich second generation rubbed his belly and sprayed, "The yellow-haired pants alliance is defeated. The egg god thunder is so handsome." Gu Han smiled ferociously and teleported, whooshing, and stabbed Chu Tian's chest with the ice gun. His side lightning arc backfired and Zila froze the leg of Gu Han's pants. The popsicle cracked, and his lace underwear exploded with a second freeze and popped, and flew off, wrapped in eggshells, and blinded passers-by. Gu Han screamed and covered his crotch, boom, and smashed into Rambo's dent. The icy blue-eyed beast with violent red eyes roared, 4 kills in a row under underwear. Potion Legion, go. Hooping sprayed blue mist and hissed, and the frost gun forest dinged like rain. Su Nuan screamed and hid behind Chu Tian, high splashing skirts with broken ice. "Chu Tian, are you a hero? Or do you want to show affection and hit Sister Gu?" Ye Zhi whipped his tail whip and whipped the ice gun with a crisp, snap sound, blinking his green eyes and complaining, "Master rolls over and warms up. The side effects are here, the ultimate thunder and lightning summon." Chu Tian was at the peak of his pretense, and his double-fisted thunderball, boom, hit the ice wall on the street and clicked to shatter the avalanche. Passers-by screamed and worshipped, and their mobile phones flashed wildly, "The egg god Thunder King is coming." Gu Xiao's underpants slide down the street, superpowers and blood. But the side effects are extremely explosive. The thunder cloud, boom, turns into a flock of thunder chickens and swoops down to quack, the egg-ice-egg battle. The golden thunder egg hit the ice sculpture with a bang 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 and cracked. The ice egg bounced back like a cannonball. Gu Hanbingshuang controlled the out-of-control cake mountain, Gulu, and slid down. He teleported and slid his feet and fell 5 times in a row. The suit wrapped in egg ice cream slurry, BHE, and stuck to the body, and the lace of his underwear dripped with a pop. The friends of the fox and dog are showing off the dumbfounded. The yellow-haired egg smashes the sunglasses into pieces with a pop, teleports and hits the egg mountain with a pop and is dizzy. The green-haired bear's chest is wrapped in frozen egg paste, trembling and screaming, Thunder Egg Ice Egg Alliance. Young Master Gu slipped on the Cake King, took off his pants and worshipped in the bear. The fat and rich second generation rubbed his belly and bent over to spray the medicine and blew up the blue mist with a pop, and the frozen tongue stammered, Egg. Egg God. The side effect of the magical skill is that the frozen street turns into an egg and the world is full of people. The passers-by roared, and the live broadcast on the mobile phone said, the Egg God Thunder Chicken and Ice Egg Battle. Gu Han's Cake Mountain is wiped out, and the Underwear Alliance is wiped out, and the ice scum is gone. The onlookers poked the egg ice with a shovel and said, boy, Mr. Gu's underwear goes home, solo. The whole audience was dumbfounded. Gu Han rubbed his face with frosty tail hair and glared at Ye Zhi with a trembling voice. The demon cat mistress appears. The egg god is partying for 2 hunts. Su Nuan is furious, and the kidnapping plan is ahead of schedule. Su Nuanli turned around and ran to the door with a dong dong in high heels. The egg paste in the red dress splashed on the ground and yelled, Chu Tian, get out. The king of underwear for chasing girls, never forgive twice. Chutian's electric arc went out of control, and frost burst out of his legs and feet. Gu Han's pants cracked like popsicles, and the lace panties flew off with a snap after the second freeze, and the egg yolk was wrapped in ice and blinded the whole audience. The egg ice fog on the street dispersed, and Chu Tian and the others sat down panting on the egg mush ground. The aftertaste of the electric arc sizzled and burned their fingers. He scratched his head in embarrassment. Nuan, misunderstanding is solved. Thunder Egg Ice Battle saved you from danger. Su Nuan's red dress was covered in wet egg mush, and her eyes softened with bangs on her sticky face, but with her hands on her hips and her chest heaving, a hero saves a beauty. The Thunder Chicken hits Gu Mei to show affection twice, and the side effects of the underwear are hilarious. But I won't forgive him for the time being, and my love for Qingmei will remain. She poked his chest with her finger, dong dong, and the electric numbing smells, a small romantic blush crawled on her cheeks. Ye Zhi's claws licked the egg paste, and his tail slapped the two's legs. His green eyes were teasing and his brain was vomiting wildly. The master's true self is a great victory. Sister Su's misunderstanding is suspended, and the 3 of them join the cute egg god group. It's so good. But Gu Han's hook is full, and the side effects escalate. The stomach and diarrhea are buzzing, and your pants are cold again. The rain of eggs flooded Gu Han's superpowers. The sea of egg slurry gurgled and soaked in ice, melted and hissed. Steam rose into the sky, the scent of stinky egg cream mixed with cold and pungent. Gu Han rushed to the street and roared, Egg God. This is not over. The black market master's potion upgrade. All superpowers in the city pay attention to the side effects of Thunder Chicken. The legions of ice eggs are fighting in the Ming Square. He teleported and swooshed and dragged Hu Pingdan away. Rambo boomed with his tail lights and flew away with red eyes. Passers-by cheered and kicked away and kicked Dan Bing and Snap to chase the shadow. The sea of egg slurry on the streets bubbles. The stinky cream ice slag is mixed with steam and hisses like a hell of rotten cakes. Passers-by's noses twitch and rub their eyes as they step back and say, ouch, repeatedly. Broken eggs make a crisp, snap sound when they step on their feet and make a slippery mess. Chu Tian and the others sat paralyzed by the swimming pool. The arc embers sizzled red and blisters formed on his fingertips. His stomach and intestines gurgled like thunder, and the signs of diarrhea were like ghost claws scratching his belly. The cool breeze whooshed in the seam of his trousers and penetrated into the embarrassing cancer. Su Nuan's red dress was soaked and stuck to her curves, her high heels cracked and shattered, her bangs were stuck to her face and the tears dried up, her eyes were softened and her eyes were akimbo, panting, Chu Tian, you are such a thunderous egg ice show. I don't forgive you for the moment, but Gu Han's army really kidnapped me. Qingmei's love will be spared, and I will tell you when I go home. Ye the maid's skirt wrapped in starch and her tail wrapped in starch splashed on their faces, her green eyes playfully scratched the pulp with her claws and she licked her lips, her brainwaves were buzzing, in Tian Naoran's words, the master has overturned the Emperor Shaosheng, the sign of diarrhea has escalated, Gu Han's hooks are all over the city's hunting net, the hell gate of the square is ajar. The trio of cute egg gods will withdraw first. The dark clouds in the distant sky rumbled like wild beasts roaring, the blue light of the black market flickered on the street corners, and the ding-ding barrage of passers-by's mobile phones was, the thunder chicken of the egg god is the most searched. All Gu Shao's underpants are wiped out in the street, but the special hunting order is issued, the egg-stinking social animals are wanted in the city. The uncle poked the shovel in the pulp, Ye Zhi raised his head and trembled, the boy Dan Lei is handsome, but the Gu family's black market army is summoned, and thousands of people with potion blue mist powers are fighting to the death in the square. Chu Tian's heart is as cold as falling into an ice cave, and the electric arc pops, with his fists are self-eating and the smell of burnt meat is overwhelming, and he is overwhelmed with despair. The side effects of extreme awakening are random thunder chickens. Su Nuan misunderstood that the black hole leaves a gap, Ye Zhi is afraid of overturning in training, Gu Han's revenge hook is full, and the social animal pretends to be cut off. The three of them jumped into each other's hands and fled into the alley. The invisibility mask buzzed and activated the electric arc to bleed out from the fingertips. Su Nuan's high heels, dong dong, trailed with sticky paste. She pulled Chu Tian's sleeves and her eyes were half convinced, go home. A romantic dinner to reveal the thunder chicken conspiracy, it's not about showing affection and stepping on the cat demon Gu Mei. Ye Zhi's tail crackled and whipped against the alley wall, her green eyes blinked and her brainwaves sputtered. Sister Su is thinking about the universe, the master's dream of picking up girls in a low-key manner is broken, side effects training comes first, in the open space at the end of the alley, summon the Thunder Boy try, suppress the eggs. Chu Tianchan banged his legs and nodded, suppressing the black clouds that enveloped his heart. He raised the arc of lightning and moved his arms, silently chanting the upgrade control, thunder clouds gather, don't let the eggs come. Boom! The head was circling, the thunder was deafening, the window glass was buzzing and shattering, but the side effects were ghostly and explosive. The thunder clouds, quack, turned into a flock of thunder chickens swooping down, the golden egg thunder, bang bang, hit the alley wall and clicked and dented, and the egg slurry splashed and popped to cover the faces of three people. Ye Zhi pawed at the thunder chicken and meowed, biting its tail feathers and flew away. His green eyes widened and trembled, and his tail was sticky, training failed. The master's power logic is broken. The random bombardment of the thunder chicken is even more chaotic. The buzzing of the intestinal sign is doubled. Hurry up and hide behind Chu Tian. Su Nuan screamed and hid behind Chu Tian. Sitting on the swimming pool with high heels and sliding balls, her red dress was wet and sticky, her chest was heaving with anger, her eyes were burning and she poked his arm with a dong, electric anesthesia message, training. Trick me in the egg bath. The love-minded thunder chicken man, the romantic dinner is cancelled, the black hole deepens. A passerby at the alley rubbed his eyes and was dumbfounded, Dan Shen's self-explosion while practicing thunder chicken. The side effects are embarrassing and cancer max, the whole city is wanted and there is internal fighting, the love triangle is romantic. Chu Tian punched the wall in despair, bang, the electric arc autophagy, the hot foam burst into bloodshot, sweat dripping down the seams of his pants, whoosh, diarrhea, ghosts crying and wolf howling preview he shouted, Nuan, believe me. Gu Han's black market exposure is true, and the side effects are getting worse. But Su Nuan threw her arm and, pop, with red marks on her face, turned around and ran into the night alone with dong dong, her eyes sparkling with tears, 3 points of love, 2 points left, let's prove it. Chu Tian chased him with his legs, plop, stepped on the oar, slipped and, plop, Ye Zhi dragged him invisible and, swish, to the roof, the night wind was biting and the smell of eggs followed, the distant police siren, wow, tore through the night, and the black market's blue fog shadow spread like a ghost. When I returned home, the lights in the community were sparse, the street lights were buzzing and flickering, and the three of them pushed the door and entered the house. Su Nuan fluttered her skirt and the egg crumbs fell to the ground with a clatter. She put her hands on her hips and gasped, her eyes struggling softly and hard, "Dinner. I cooked the frozen dumplings in the supermarket. I ate them and said, I half believe you are a hero, proving that there is no cat-demon Qingmei's underwear alliance." Ye Zhi's tail snapped and whipped the table with a crisp sound, and her green eyes playfully scratched the refrigerator door and clicked, "Romantic date frozen version." The host is buzzing with side effects, boiled dumplings turned into eggs, and the fight ended, and the logic collapsed. Chu Tian's intestines grumbled like a war drum, and the electric arc on his legs and fingertips burned the table. He forced a smile and nodded, his heart was as heavy as a mountain, the power was out of control, Gu Han was hunting the net, Su Nuan was half confident and misunderstood, and there was no way out for pretending to overturn the situation. The kettle in the kitchen hissed and boiled, the dumplings tumbled into the pot, the smelly steam mixed with eggs hit your nostrils, Su Nuan's apron tied around her waist and her red skirt swayed, the dumplings picked up with chopsticks cracked and the soup splashed, her eyes softened as she glanced at Chu Tian. "Thunder Chicken saved me from danger, when Qingmei was a kid you blocked the dog from biting. But Dan Bingxiu is too scumbag, telling the details of the black market conspiracy." Chu Tian fist pinched the electric arc to suppress it, and he wanted to confess his love. The sudden bang in his stomach was a sign of diarrhea, and the cool breeze, whooshing, in the seam of his pants was embarrassing. He stood up with his legs crossed, "Nuan Nuan, I." Before he finished speaking, the side effects worsened to the extreme, the thunderballs of both fists went out of control and boomed and rushed into the pot, and the dumpling pot exploded with a bang and a thunderous egg rain, quack, dived. Su Nuan screamed and dodged goops. The red dress made her breasts stick to her legs. Her apron was stringy and pop. Her eyes widened and she put her hands on her hips and yelled, "Tricky." The romantic dinner turned into a battlefield for laying hens. The philandering man's bad taste is 100% misunderstanding, the black hole is eternal. She slapped Chu Tian's face with her chopsticks, and turned around with tears in her chest, "1 point left, get out of here." Ye Zhi's tail whipped the eggs with a crisp snap, her green eyes widened and her round claws pounced on the thunder chicken. "Meow, bit you fei," and his brainwaves were buzzing, master's training and upgrade failed, the quick frozen romantic egg was beaten to 2.0, Sister Sue's brainstorming magic trick, the logic collapsed and the plan ended. Chu Tian kneeled down with his legs crossed and arced. The self-phagocytosis sizzled and the hair on his legs burned and smelled, and he shouted in despair, "Accident. The side effects are random, believe me." But the door, bang, Su Nuan slammed the door, and the high heels, dong dong, went away into the night, the tears in his eyes were filled with despair and his heart was broken. The mobile phone, ding ding ding, exploded, and a dark wave of trolls came to the internet. Gu Han hired a weirdo to take revenge, the hot search, egg god's flower heart underwear man, hit the top, and the barrage went crazy. Thunder Chicken smashes Qingmei to show affection, stepping on the palace a love triangle between a cat and a scumbag, a social scumbag pranking his girlfriend with frozen eggs. Passers-by retweeted and complained, "The egg god street hero." The underwear alliance victim Gu Xiao's OS. Bang, the electric arc exploded, the bowels, Golu, clamped their legs to flush the toilet, bang, Ye Zhi Wei, bang, opened the door and joked with green eyes, Gu Han's water army has turned black, the logic has collapsed and become more chaotic, the whole city is hunting for superpowers and surrounded by black fans, the master embarrassing cancer is the ultimate. His pants were halfway down, he was having diarrhea, and he was in a state of embarrassment. He was on the verge of collapse in despair, the side effects were getting worse out of control, Su Nuan misunderstood the abyss, Gu Han's hook army, the whole network was overwhelmed by the black tide, and the social and animal roads were all over Black Cloud City. At dawn, crowds of people surged on the streets of the community. Internet celebrities with green hair and yellow hair gathered around and set up the live broadcast stand. The fat and rich second-generation oil head spray hissed and flashed with blue light. The camera of the mobile phone was pointed at the door of Chu Tian's house and shouted, "Flower egg, the god shows up." Mr. Gu's underwear was damaged, and the wife was beaten with a thunder egg, and the palace was exposed. Passers-by watched and rubbed their legs, trembling, and shouted, "The scumbag's arrest warrant. The egg god is finished." The arc fingertips felt faintly, and Ye Zhi's invisible tail twitched to keep up, suppressing his heart like a knife. He shouted to the street to clarify, "Misunderstanding. The side effects of Thunder Chicken are not pranks. The black market Gu Han kidnapped Su Nuan in a conspiracy. I am the hero to save the beauty." The yellow-haired girl teleported and swooshed as she approached the camera with a grin and pushed her face, "Hero." A romantic show with eggs and evidence flying everywhere. The green-haired girl's pink mist hissed and charmed her sweetly. The scumbag's confession is live broadcast, and his fans are millions of fans. The supporting characters in the audience burst into depression. Passers-by widened their eyes and trembled and backed away. "Oh my god, the egg god has turned black." The fat and rich second generation rubbed his belly and bent over. The Navy Army is encircling and suppressing, and the superpower hunting is warming up. Chu Tian desperately punched and raised the electric arc, zzz, and the silver snake flashed. If you want to raise your voice, suppress the explosion first. The truth Thunder Chicken is coming. But the side effects are extremely out of control. The thunder clouds, bang, gather at the top and become thunder chickens flying, quack, dive. The golden egg thunder, bang bang bang, accurately hits the mobile phone of the Navy, and the pop, sparks fly. The yellow-haired teleported mobile phone shattered, pop, self-destructed the waistband of his trousers, shishi, the charred hair exploded, he screamed and threw himself on the street, plop, slipped and rolled. The green-haired pink mist egg wrapped his chest and sticky bear exposed, trembling to extinguish the fire and spin, and the skirt was burnt. The fat and rich second-generation spray self-destructed, blue mist, poof, frozen tongue and stammered, egg, the magical skill of flying chickens to smash machines, destroy all the Navy Army. Passers-by rubbed their eyes and worshipped, and their mobile phones flashed wildly. The egg god has reversed. The Navy's black material has taken off its pants, and the truth about Thunder Chicken has been searched for. The barrage swished to reverse the joke, foolish. The Navy's Donfei Underpants Alliance 2.0, Mr. Gu's revenge on the overturning emperor. Huang Mao covered his crotch with a grin that turned into dumbfounded trembling. The egg god side effects are cool, we are wrong. The entire network reversed turning around. Gu Han's Rambo, bang, stopped in the distance and his sunglasses, popped, ice shards. His icy blue eyes flashed red and his brainwaves roared, the water army is defeated. But the black market organization invites you, the egg god, to join and negotiate before the decisive battle in the square. A mysterious black shadow flashed in the blue fog on the corner of the street, and the invitation buzzed and his brainwaves penetrated. The supernatural organization, Blue Mist Alliance, is recruiting, the crisis hook is full, and the black clouds are heavier on the city. Chu Tian gasped and pinched his legs, his intestines buzzing. Ye Zhi appeared with green eyes and blinked his brainwaves and complained. The logic collapsed and the plan ended. The Navy reversed well, but the side effects worsened. Random Thunder Chickens, the Blue Mist organization invited a conspiracy. Su Nuan misunderstood that 2 points are left. The hell gate of the square is fully opened, and the city's superpower hunting network tighten up. Su Nuan's figure in the distance flashed to the end of the alley with high heels and dong dong. She turned around half-confidently with tears in her eyes. The dark clouds, rumbling, gathered again in the night. The egg-stinking blue mist was oppressive like the prelude to the doomsday. The arc of the Chu Tian fist smoothed the blood. The abyss of despair was bottomless, pretending to be the overturner. The crisis was approaching and there was no way to escape. The arc of Chu Tian's fist sizzled and burnt out burnt black blood bubbles. He clamped his legs and his stomach gurgled like a volcano boiling. The devil's claws scratched his trousers and the cool breeze whirred directly into the seam of his trousers. His brain was buzzing. Ye Zhi's brainwaves were frantic. Master, the blue fog brain hook is full. If you refuse, the whole city's supernatural hunt will start. Answer. It should be the abyss of conspiracy. Logic collapses. Which way to turn over? Passers on the street are still worshipping the self-eating hot search of Don Fei's underwear. The yellow hair covers his crotch and trembles, crawls up and mutters dumbfounded, "Egg God. Magical Underwear Alliance 2.0, we hacked the wrong person." The green-haired girl's skirt is burnt and her breasts are sticky, and the inside of her bear is half exposed, extinguishing the fire and spinning, ah ah ah. The screen of the passerby screamed with wild flashes. The truth is that the Thunder Chicken is awesome. Gu Xiaoshui's army overturned the emperor. But in the distance, the shadow of the blue fog spread on the street corner, and the mysterious brain waves were like ice needles stabbing the brain. Egg God, the Blue Mist League trial ground is waiting for you. Prove your strength and join. Gu Han's black market is threatening you. Tian's heart was twisting, and the social animal's head was spinning rapidly, rejecting the dead end, joining the hook that might be used to counterkill Gu Han. Su Nuan was half convinced, and his high heels flashed, dong dong, at the end of the alley. His eyes were filled with tears like the last redemption. He gritted his teeth and silently responded, "Come." The blue fog brain waves buzzed and flashed the map brain print, and the coordinates of the abandoned factory proving ground were locked. Ye Zhi whipped his legs with her tail and her green eyes widened and trembled. The strategy is broken. The master is low-key and pretending to be cool. The dream is shattered. The Blue Mist League has a pile of weird powers. The Thunder Chicken randomly bombards the test and overturns as a side effect. Sister Su stalks the brain-boosted hottie and deepens the black hole. Chu Tian panting with legs crossed, the beads of sweat smashed against the street bricks, and the egg pulp residue was smashed. The psychological game rolled like a thundercloud. There was no way to pretend to be overturned. Gu Han's hunting network plus the black tide of the Navy was overwhelming. Su Nuan's misunderstanding was only broken, and only the Blue Mist Alliance was the gunman to reverse the crisis. He roared, "Ye Zhi is following invisibly, and the Lion-Mengdan Divine Group has sneaked in to cause trouble. Su Nuan. I hope you won't misunderstand me by following." The invisibility cover buzzed and activated the arc to backfire and blood droplets oozed from the fingertips. The buzz of the sign of diarrhea escalated, and the three of them swished and ran away. The biting night wind at the end of the alley was followed by the stinky egg. Su Nuan's high-heeled, dong-dong, ghost was following in the distance. Her red skirt was dry and curvy, her eyes were hot and she was struggling. Hero of Chu Tian. Or is she still interested in joining a gang to pick up girls? Proof of following. The dawn haze of the abandoned factory is diffuse and hissing with flashing blue light. The iron door squeaks and is half closed. The smell of rusty metal mixed with blue mist in the air is as pungent as a poisonous snake spitting out messages. The street lamps buzz, and the broken glass scattered on the floor squeaks. Chu Tian pushed the door invisibly and clicked the electric arc on his fingertips and burned the door with scorch marks, and his intestines, Gulu, pinched his legs and screamed in his heart. Low-level training, pressure side effects to summon small thunder and lightning to prove, alliance protection against Gu Han. The cement pits in the trial square echoed with dong dong. The leader of the Blue Mist Alliance, a bald man in blue robes with bulging muscles, boomed with an aura that overwhelmed him. His blue eyes glanced sinisterly. The egg god is here. In the first level of the trial, the weird superpower, Vicious Toad King, fights. Win to join the alliance, lose to feed the fog. The opponent appears. The skinny monkey with the superpower is wrapped in a green robe, his tongue stretches out 3 meters, and the shiny mucus drops, snap, corrodes the cement, sizzling, and smokes. He rolls his tongue into the air with a ferocious smile, and whooshes, the stench fills his nostrils. Egg god. I'll kill you with the poisonous mist of my tongue whip. Side effects of diarrhea. Huh, a useless social animal. Passers-by, undercover superpowers, circled around, wide-eyed, trembling and hooting. Toad King with a poisonous tongue, and whip melting steel, Egg God Street Thunder Chicken, handsome but with embarrassing side effects, cancer, trial overturn scheduled. Chu Tian's heart dropped, he pressed the bottom of his heart, squeezed the electric arc with his fist, sizzling, the silver snake ran his arms and silently chanted control, little thunder cloud gathering, don't give up the eggs. The ultimate psychological game, summon thunder to prove your strength, suppress side effects and keep a low profile, win the alliance and protect Su Nuan. The dark clouds, bang, circled overhead, and the thunderous thunder and the iron frame, buzzed and swayed, but the side effect was ghostly, the thunder clouds, quacked, and turned into an army of pet chickens. Hundreds of golden thunder chickens swooped down and exploded with electric arcs of feathers, while the egg thunder did not hit anyone but stumbled and ran wildly and stepped on the soles of their feet with their poisonous tongues. The skinny monkey whipped his tongue into the air and grabbed the chicken feathers, and electrocuted himself, he screamed and slipped, plop, wrapped his tongue around his legs, and tied himself to the ground, poisonous mist sprayed back on his face, poof, green bubbles, gudu, swollen into a pig's head, smelly mucus, pop, his eyes and nose were smeared, he couldn't get up. The onlookers with superpowers widened their eyes and trembled and backed away, oh my god. The bald man with blue robes shook and his blue eyes stared and stammered, thunder, the pet chicken army tripped up the magical skill. The poison-tongued king tied himself to a pig's head and overturned, and the egg god side effects collapsed and the handsome guy exploded. The passerby's mobile phone clicked wildly, the egg god trial is reversed. The Chicken Army Underwear Alliance 3.0, the poisonous tongue is hotly searched for. Chu Tian was ecstatic in his heart, a small victory, and the alliance is in sight. But Su Nuan stalked into the shadows, her high heels creaking like broken glass, her curvy eyes and the red dress pierced her hips and thought, Chu Tian joins the gang trial? Picking up girls in green robes from the organization. Thunder Chicken shows off his muscles to seduce girls, and he is 100% flirtatious. She rushed out and dong her high heels and smashed them on the ground and yelled, scumbag. The hero saves the beauty fake, the Thunder Chicken performance to pick up the alliance girl is real, there is zero love left for childhood sweethearts. Ye Zhi, the cat girl, transformed into a maid skirt and appeared in a maid skirt. She whipped the chickens with her tail to assist, her green eyes teased her claws and her venomous tongue. Kanwu meowed and bit the tip of his tongue. His brain waves were buzzing in Chu Tian's brain. Sister Su is thinking about the universe upgrade, Pao Mei's misunderstandings have exploded. The master is a low-key overturner. It's time for trouble, the leader Blue Mist upgrades the trial. Pass the boss level first. The bald man grinned ferociously, and the blue mist hissed and spread around the field. The egg god wins the first level, I will test the second level myself. The blue mist swallows the supernatural power, and the social animal Thunder Chicken feeds the mist. The blue mist rushed like a ghost hand, whirring, and the corrosive arc, sizzling, evaporated. Chutian fist raised the thunder cloud and gathered again to counterattack, but the side effects were extreme. The pet chicken army rushed, quacking, and the egg rain, popping, toppings hit the door. The golden egg mine accurately hit the bald head, bang bang, the egg paste smeared the blue robe and stuck to the muscles, the mist came back, puff, the swollen face was filled with stinky smell, he trembled and scratched the eggshell, bah, he slipped, plop and rolled into the pit, his blue eyes were filled with tears and he stammered, chicken. Egg rain poured down on the boss. The side effects are divine punishment, and the logic of the trial field is broken. The superpowers in the audience widened their eyes and trembled in admiration, the boss of the egg god Egg Rain. The overturning emperor of the Blue Mist League, the hotly searched egg god joins the alliance. Su Nuan poked Chu Tian's arm with a dong, and his eyes were soft and hard, and he complained continuously, Thunder Chicken pouring boss show. The organization girls gathered around and screamed, you played the whole show, the romantic quick frozen egg fight upgraded to the gangster version, the black hole rolls forever. Goo the cold suddenly blended into the teleporting, whoosh, Rambo's phantom stopped, his sunglasses popped, ice shards fell off, his ice blue eyes turned red and he yelled provocatively, trying the egg god to pick up an alliance girl. Gu Shao, I exposed your underwear alliance 4.0 on the black market, Su Nuan tied the square solo. Frost, clicked, on the edge of the frozen field, the leader of the blue mist climbed up and grinned fiercely and joined forces, young Master Gu's alliance. The egg god trial was destroyed, a pursuit order is issued. Chutian's despair pushed the psychological game to the edge of collapse, the three of them joined forces to break the game. The side effects are out of control and completely eliminated. He shouted, Muan Ye Zhi, Lian Meng withdraws. Ye Zhi's tail whip whipped Gu Hanbing into pieces with a click, Su Nuan's high heels, dong dong, kicked the poisonous tongue residual fog, Z, Chu Tian fists thunder and lightning went out of control, boom, the chicken army ran wildly and stepped on the central organ, bang bang. The cement of the trial ground cracked open and the blue mist medicine pipeline exploded like a fountain. The superpowers slipped and fell into the egg mist and rolled into the pit in a melee. Gu Han teleported to avoid the frost and his frozen feet creaked and slid. The leader in a blue robe covered his face with swollen egg mist and shouted, destroy the trial ground. The egg god is chasing the whole city, and the blue mist alliance's hunting net is open. Chu Tian stretched his legs and pulled his belly. Gulu, the invisible mask, buzzed and wrapped the three people into the iron gate. The dazzling blue mist from the dawn sun outside spread to the edge of the city with a hiss, and the factory siren pierced the air. Passers-by rubbed their eyes and trembled as they watched from a distance. The egg god tried to rain down the eggs on the boss plus Gu Xiaobing slid over the car, and the three-person team-up broke the scene and exploded. The barrage went crazy, misunderstanding with the girl. The logic of the heroes dismantling collapsed, and the blue mist chased the city to warm up the crisis. Su Nuan gasped and tugged on Chu Tian's sleeves, red skirt, and the fog became sticky. Fu, with tears in his eyes, he stabbed his arms fiercely, joining forces to break the situation. But the organizational girl screamed in the video, and the evidence of the philandering is divided into two parts. Go home and tell the truth. Ye Zhi blinked his tail with green eyes and, pop, the whip mist dispersed and his brain wave vomited. The Lian Meng egg god group won a small victory, the side effects of the chicken army tripped up the magic skills, but the blue mist chased plus Gu Han's double hook of revenge, the city's blue mist crisis exploded, Master, Thunder Chicken randomly bombarded and upgraded, the square hell gate is half open. The Chutian fist electric arc sniffs the blood and explodes, and the psychological game continues to rage, to break the situation and use the internal strife in the alliance to turn against Gu Han. Su Nuan joins forces with Qingmei Nuanliu, but the side effects worsen and detonate the city. The blue mist of the distant high-rise buildings hisses and climbs, the streetlights buzz, the aftermath of the power flickers, and the eggs. The smelly mist was as oppressive as the prelude to the apocalypse, and he roared, go home and plan, pretend to be the overturner. King's counterattack begins. But the blue fog hook of the brain wave drilled again, the pursuit order is issued, the city trial spreads. Gu Hanyuan roared, his ice blue eyes locked, decisive battle in the square, Su Nuan is bound. The crisis hook is full, and the black clouds gather in the bottomless abyss again. In the alley, the mist hiss like ghostly fangs pouncing on the face. The Blue Mist Alliance's ability users blackly swarm out from the abandoned factory's iron gate, boom, smashing open, the rusty metal's fishy smell mixed with blue potion's pungent odor directly drilling into the nasal cavity, the bald leader's swollen face with pus wrapped in blue robe, pata, dripping, blue eyes with blood vessels bulging fiercely laughing and roaring, egg god destroyed the training ground. The entire Alliance's hunting net is activated, blue mist swallows the city. Behind, the skinny monkey poison tongue king's tongue swollen like a pig's head, Baji, flings mucus, the green-robed ability users dozens of green lights flashing brainwave hooks, buzz, locking onto Chu Tian's brain like 1,000 needles stabbing randomly. Gu Hanlan's phantom, whoosh, instantly follows, ice blue eyes locking onto Su Nuan's red skirt curves, sunglasses shards, crunch underfoot with a fierce laugh, square decisive battle. Su Nuan bound for Solo, Egg Gods Underwear Alliance 5.0 fully exposed live in the city, Playboy scum eternal hot search. Chu Tian clamps his legs as his intestines, gurgle gurgle, burn like ghost scratching, electric arcs, sizzle sizzle, self-devour his fists with blood blisters, pop, exploding into scorched black smoke, the invisibility shield, buzz, shakes and reveals silver light flashing, sweat drops mixed with pus, patta, smash onto the alley bricks with a fishy stench rushing to the sky. He pants and grabs Su Nuan's sleeve, lowly roaring, Nuan Nuan, misunderstanding. Let's go home and clear it up. Su Nuan's high heels, thump thump, poke his arm, her eyes fiery with tears flashing as she struggles, red skirt mist sticking to her chest curves heaving violently, clear it up. The organization's sister screams video flying everywhere, you thunder chicken show off bubbles with the black gang green-robed legion, playboy black hole 100%, childhood sweetheart affection shattered to 0 points, what's the point of going home to calculate? Ye Zhi's maid skirt tail, snap, whips the mist scattering, green eyes bulging as brainwaves wildly drill into Chu Tian's mind, master's strategy collapses. Blue mist army plus Gu Han's ice hooks pressing down, side effects upgraded to intestinal explosion, Su Jie brain supplements a cosmic black hole sucking stars, square hell gate fully open, flop king doomed to dead end. Onlookers from afar watch on their phones as the live stream, click, explodes with bullet comments, Blue Mist hunts Egg God. Gu Xiao teams up with swollen-faced leader for internal fight. Egg Rain hot search still burning, city doomsday with blue mist climbing high buildings. Dawn sunlight stabs the eyes illuminating the alley end, blue mist, huff huff, spreads wrapping high buildings and streetlights, buzz buzz, shattering with blue light flashing randomly. Police sirens, woo-woo, tear through the air as the ability hunting net activates across the city. Chu Tian's heart turns cold with despair pressing at the bottom, office worker brain, buzz-buzz, spinning, low-key pretentious dream shattered, side effects ghost king possessed, Su Nuan's half-belief remaining thread about to break, only rush to the square and borrow the crowd to counter-kill. He grits his teeth and roars, United Mo Egg God Group, square battle for reversal. The three dart out of the alley mouth, whoosh whoosh, blue mist army footsteps, thump thump, like thunder chasing, Gu Han's frost, crack crack, freezes the alley walls with ice shards flying, snap snap, smashing onto shoulders with bone-piercing cold. In the square center, the crowd surges with morning market stalls, squeak, steaming hot buns fragrance pouncing on the nose, passers-by rub their eyes in shock, Egg God in person. Live stream chicken legion attacking. Chu Tian clenches his fists with electric arcs, sizzle sizzle, silver snakes crawling up his arms trying to control a small thundercloud to suppress side effects, psychological game knife twisting, prove hero to clear Su Nuan, trip up pursuers and cause alliance internal chaos. But dark clouds, boom, swirl overhead with thunder roaring shaking the square glass, buzz buzz, shattering, side effects reach extreme burst. Thunder Chicken Legion thousands of golden ones dive, gaga gaga, with feathers and electric arcs, pop pop pop, exploding in the air, egg rain, whoosh, like a storm sweeping. The chicken flock trips blue mist ability user's feet, patta patta, wildly running, egg thunder accurately smashes the swollen-faced leader, bang bang bang, blue robe exploding pus sticking to muscles with eggshells, baji, gluing eyes and nose, he claws and slips, plop, rolling into the stall bun pile, gurgle gurgle, swollen face stench rushing to the sky with screams, egg, storm. Side effects divine punishment, blue mist can't swallow the egg sea. Onlookers like big ants stare wide-eyed trembling chopsticks, snap, dropping buns, heavens. Thunder chicken egg rain pours on blue mist legion, egg god side effects logic collapse handsome explosion, hot search underwear alliance 6.0 predetermined. Vendor uncle's phone live stream bullet comments, brush brush, wildly surging, egg god saves the market. Blue mist hunts flop emperor king, chicken legion trips pig head alliance collapse. Poison tongue skinny monkey's tongue whip, snap, rolls egg rain, sizzle sizzle, electric numbing self-devouring swollen tongue wrapping legs, baji, self-binding rolling on the ground with green bubbles, puff puff, spraying face, ability users all over the field slip on egg pus, pata pata, embarrassingly crashing into stalls, boom, hot soup splashing body, burning blisters. Guhan instantly shifts, whoosh, dodges with blue eyes violently red and frost, crack crack, freezing the chicken flock, but egg storm upgrades to ice chicken egg alliance birth. Golden eggs wrapped in frost, pop pop, explode scattering, his feet slip on ice egg pus, crunch plop, falling like a dog eating shit with lawn bow phantom shards, ding ding, flying everywhere, sunglasses again, snap, dropping as he roars, ice. Chicken egg alliance. Egg God side effects counter kill me, square solo turns into skating hot search. Su Nuan's high heels, dong, step on the eggshell cracking, eyes widen round, red skirt splashed with egg pulp on the chest, exquisite curves trembling, she puts hands on hips and pokes Chu Tian's arm, electric numbness transmits anger turning to shock, thunder chicken egg storm trips blue mist legion. Guhan ice slides and flips over, you are not a girl picking gang, but an unintentional hero disrupting with God skills. Misunderstanding, black hole shattered. Ye Zhi's tail, pa whips and shatters the ice egg, green eyes blink with mockery, brain waves lightly spit, Su's sister brain supplement collapses. Master embarrassing pulls belly legs clamped still chicken egg C rolls, flip car king logic handsome explodes, but side effects worsen blue mist leader appears, hell gate fully opens. In the distance, high building blue mist, hiss hiss, climbs the top, organization leader descends, black robe emaciated old monster with blue eyes abyss like black hole, brain waves hooks, buzz buzz buzz, stab the whole city brain corroding, abilities, hoo wrap the square, street lights explode shards blue light dances in air potion stench chokes lungs like poisonous sea surging, he grins fingers point at Chu Tian. Egg God destroys trial. Blue mist swallows soul abilities suck your thunder chicken source, whole city feeds the mist. Despair presses the whole scene silent, passers-by tremble and retreat, heaven perishes egg God, Chu Tian's intestines, Garolu, to the extreme legs clamped, pants seem cool wind, hoo pours in, embarrassing cancer explodes, electric arc self-devour arm flesh scorched, ZZ, smoke rises. Psychological edge of collapse, side effects out of control all destroyed, Su Nuan just warm then cold, pretending cool flip car king end of road. Leader blue mist, Hong Long, like tsunami rushes corroding chicken group, Shishi, evaporates feathers scorched stench assaults nose, Guhan crawls up joins hands with ice mist, Kaka, freezes egg remnants roars, leader alliance. Egg God solo hot search ends. Su Nuan pulls sleeve tears flash high heels shatter egg, dong dong, Chu Tian, persist. Ye Zhi claws pounce mist edge, meow ao, green eyes worry, master, thunder clouds gather again super trump card, don't intestines explode flip car. Chu Tian grits teeth fist raises to sky thunder clouds, Hong Long, black press the square sunlight completely dark, electric arcs wild snakes, pa run all over arm, silently recites to suppress side effects summon super lightning trump card, but ghostly bursts to the extreme, super thunder chicken egg storm awakens. 10,000 thunder chickens, ga, dive egg rain like meteor sea, huala, smashes down, eggs inside electric arcs golden thunder, hong, explode blue mist evaporates, zz, blue robe leader wrapped, his blue eyes violently glare emaciated body trembles brain waves hooks break, wang, shatters, mist backlashes swells into blue bubble giant face, gudu, egg pulp pastes eyes nose claws scratch slips, Hong Long, smashes square fountain, pada, water. Splashes egg stench mixes blue stench rushes sky. Leader can't crawl up stammers laughs and admits, super, thunder chicken egg God punishment. Side effects logic collapses invincible, old man cowardly submits, blue mist alliance dissolves pursuit order withdraws. Whole scene ability users stare wide eyes tremble and kneel to worship, egg God super chicken egg C seconds leader. Blue mist collapses ice chicken alliance shatters, hot search legend eternal. Passers-by uncle phone live stream barrage, brush brush brush, explodes, whole city savior. Misunderstanding truth thunder chicken hero, underwear alliance final chapter refreshingly explodes. Guhan ice slides to pit bottom blue eyes despair tremble murmurs, egg god, counterkill emperor, old man flip car hot search king. Su Nuan's eyes tears run fiery turns soft, high heels, dong, pounces into Chu Tian's embrace red skirt curves tightly pressed chest hot air assaults face hugs and murmurs, fool. Thunder chicken egg storm isn't flirtatious show, but unintentional hero saves city, childhood sweetheart misunderstanding all resolved, black hole turns love river, go home and explain clearly. Ye Zhi's tail, paw, lightly whips Chu Tian's leg green eyes blink with affection brain waves warmly spit, master embarrassing pulls belly legs clamped electric burns blood blisters, but super chicken egg C cutely explodes, alliance egg god group eternal, flip car king legend opens. Chutian's intestines, golu, rolled over the river, and the wind in his pants, hooked, embarrassing cancer reappeared. Passers-by whispered and worshipped, the threesome of the egg gods are romantic. The side effects of thunder chicken are hotly searched, and the whole city of superpowers pay attention. The dark clouds in the distant sky gathered again with a muffled boom, and the blue light of the black market medicine faintly flashed in the shadow of the street corner. The sense of crisis suddenly rose like a knife hanging from the ceiling, the limit of side effects awakened, Guhan's army was summoned, the city's superpower hunting net was quietly opened, and the gate of hell was half hidden in the bloody battle in the square. Square's sunlight like golden arrows, Xija, sprinkles on egg-shell shards, Ge, stepping sounds chaos, steamed buns hot air mixes egg pulp blue mist stench assaults nose like chemical battlefield, passers-by aunties chopsticks tremble, pa, drop ground scream and worship, egg god super thunder chicken egg C. Blue mist old monster fountain slips pit blue bubble giant face admits cowardly, city savior hot search eternal. Vendor uncle phone live stream barrage, brush brush brush, like rainstorm wildly bombs, underwear alliance final chapter big ending. Gu Shao ice chicken egg pit bottom dog chews, Su Nuan red skirt hugs hero, egg god flip car king logic handsomely explodes whole city kneels. Chu Tian's waist soft jade warm fragrance Su Nuan tightly presses chest hot air sprays neck, red skirt curves egg pulp sticky undulates trembles, his intestines, garolu, residual fire legs clamped pants seem cool wind, hoo pours in embarrassing cancer burns heart, electric arcs, ZZ, arm scorched flesh blood blisters, pa, explode smoke lingers, brain core buzzes whispers, refreshing is refreshing. Side effects ghost king still there, public pretending cool turns whole city hot search. Go home and explain clearly first hold back the pull's belly impulse. Guhan crawled out of the ice egg slurry from the bottom of the pit with a squeak and kicked Rambo Phantom out of the crushed ice. The fragments of his bloodshot blue eyes sunglasses slipped off the bridge of his nose with a snap. He knelt down on his knees with a dong and his skinny body shivered like chaff. His voice trembled like a pig's cry, egg. Mr. Egg God. I was wrong, ice and eggs are connected. The Alliance's counterattack is too harsh. The king of solo searches in the square has given up. The underwear emperor has made you a legend. Sue for peace. Su Nuan is disillusioned. You are a hero and save the palace. I will turn the fans together. Passers-by opened their eyes and their mobile phones clicked wildly. Young Master Gu is the narcissistic rich second-generation emperor who turned over. Licking the dog, hot search miracle. Su Nuan stepped on the eggshell with high heels and shattered the red skirt. The egg liquid splashed on her legs. Her eyes were soft and full of tears. She poked Chu Tian's arm with her arms crossed and trembled angrily. Guhan, this guy with blue eyes is desperate and shakes his legs to beg for mercy. Your thunder and egg storm is not a show of love. It's your invincible magic that saves me in the whole city. Come home and kiss me. Let's make it clear, love is eternal. Ye Zhi's maid skirt cracked the ice egg with a flick of her green eyes, teasing Chu Tian now, the master was embarrassed and had his legs permed and was worshipped by Gu's licking dog, Sister Su's romantic black hole turned into pink bubbles, and the remaining pieces of blue mist were circling the high building with a new hook. The public performance is scheduled to overturn. Chu Tian's heart felt cold, and his head was buzzing. He was low-key, pretending to be cool, dreaming of live broadcasting throughout the city. Side effects like diarrhea. Gu Han turned to fans to beg for peace with the weird foursome. But he felt the thunder exploded and despaired. He gritted his teeth and fisted the electric arc and sizzled. The silver snake roared with his arms. The Lion Mengdan Divine group has expanded. Gu Han fans reported in. Ye Zhi complained about the backup singers. Su Nuan was in charge and performed a low-key public show, traveling to the seaside and fishing to celebrate. Passers-by cheered like thunder, deafening the ears of the square, and the aftershocks of the buzzing sound. The superpower network collapsed, and the steamed bun stall's hot soup boiled again and the aroma filled the sky. The ant picked it up with trembling chopsticks and screamed, "Egg God Seaside Show." Thunder egg fishing hot search booking, Mr. Gu licking dogs and joining the group to die laughing. The Hawker Uncle's live barrage exploded, the birth of a weird four-person group. The Rollover King openly embraces his true nature of comedy, and the whole city is starstruck. The sunshine on the beach is dazzling, and the golden waves are swishing on the shore. The salty and wet sea breeze is blowing with the smell of fish. The coconut trees are rustling and swaying. The heat wave on the beach is burning your feet and sizzling and smoking. Chutian's trousers are rolled up and pinching his legs. The aftermath of the intestines is gulu, and the arc fist is popping to control the pressure of small thunder clouds. The side effects are low-key and pretentious. Fishing is against the sky. He swung the pole and swooshed, the electric light on the sea surface sizzled, and the mercury snake danced wildly, twisting the knife in a psychological game, proving that the hero is in love, and stumbled into a small crisis with the remaining hook of the blue mist. But the ghostly side effects exploded, the thunder egg fishing harvest awakened. Thousands of golden thunder roosters circled with thunder clouds on the sea and, quack, 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 swooped down into the egg rain meteorite sea. Clattered, smashed into the waves and exploded with bang bang. The water column, bang bang, soared into the sky and the fish jumped out like an army of rockets. Giant sharks, carp and sea bream hit the beach with dong dong dong, their silver scales twinkled and the stench filled their nostrils, forming a mountain of fish. Gu Han teleported, swish, to avoid the rain of eggs, his blue eyes widened and trembled. Crack, the frozen fish pile shouted, "Egg God, thunder chicken fishing logic is broken. I am a dog-licking fan, I admit defeat, seafood hot search king, you become a god." Passers-by and tourists' mobile phones, click, live broadcast barrage, seaside egg god show. The thunder egg harvest is overwhelming, the fish mountain is overwhelming, Gu Shao's ice fish alliance is scheduled to overturn. Su Nuan's red dress was blown by the sea breeze, and her curves were trembling. Her high heels were squeaking in the sand, her eyes were burning with tears, and she rushed towards her hips, Chu Tian. The rain of thunder and eggs hitting the fish mountain is not just a pretense, but a magic proposal for a romantic proposal. Full marks for Qingmei Love River. Let's go home and say it to the seaside. Kiss. Her lips were hot and flushed, and she took the initiative to kiss her. Her nephrite-scented tongue chirped and wrapped around her body with electric anesthesia. Chu Tian's brain was buzzing with pleasure, but the side effects were diarrhea, gulu, extreme heat and humidity in the seams of her legs, leakage and embarrassing cancer. Ye Zhi's tail snapped and whipped her fish tail with green eyes, teasing the audience. Sister Su misunderstood the marriage proposal and overturned. The owner had his legs crossed and had diarrhea and was forcefully kissed. The harvest of thunder eggs is so handsome and romantic, but the remaining threads of the blue mist are hovering on the sea. Now, the small crisis has escalated. Gu Han's knees trembled as the frosty egg fish cracked and his blue eyes murmured admiringly, the egg god proposal show plus Yushan hot search, I'm completely convinced by the Underpants Alliance, the foursome will travel forever. Beach Fish Mountain, gurgle gurgle, with fishy stench steaming, passers-by tourists widen eyes tremble scream worship, egg god thunder chicken egg fishing. Fish swarm rocket smash sand shark carp alliance pile mountain, Su Nuan red skirt propose marriage kiss scene hot search explode. Uncle angler mobile live stream barrage, brush like tsunami, whole city chase star beach party. Gu Shao lick dog ice fish show, flip car king public performance hug funny true color. Chu Tian hug Su Nuan waist soft hot fragrant sweat slippery intestine fire burn ghost scratch, electric arc self-devour arm blood blister, pa scorched smoke choke nose cavity lungs, inner heart cool burn like thunder explode, misunderstanding propose marriage flip car laugh flip, Guhan turn fan weird group stable, low-key turn public egg god legend. But sea surface blue fog remnant thread, hiss crawl wave black robe skinny old monster remnant soul hook, buzz, stab brain corrode fish mountain, sizzle, blue bubble rise, he grin brain wave hook lock Chu Tian, egg god small win. Blue fog evolve hook soul source, side effect big explode whole city feed fog. Despair press beach silent tourists retreat, heaven perish egg god, Chu Tian clamp legs pants with hot wine pour psychological collapse edge, public show harvest immediate flip car, Su Nuan kiss hot love river shatter, Ye Zhi green eyes worry tail, pa whip fog edge. Guhan instant move, whoosh, connect ice frost, kaka, freeze blue thread roar, egg god persist. Old man fan top up. Su Nuan pull sleeve tear light high heel sink sand, dong, Chu Tian, reverse. Ye Zhi claw pounce, meow ao, brain wave warm spit, master, super thunder chicken egg final evolve, don't intestine explode. Chu Tian bite teeth fist raise see thunder cloud, rumble, black press sky sunlight exhaust dark electric arc crazy snake, pa, all arm run body silently recite press side effect summon final trump card, but ghost extreme burst, side effect big explode whole city party awaken. Sea sky, boom, thunder chicken legion billions, ga, dive egg rain nuclear explode sea, la, meteorite rain smash fall gold thunder core rumble, explode blue fog remnant soul evaporate zz, black robe old monster wrap body blue eyes abyss violent stare skinny claw tremble brain wave hook break, buzz, all shatter. Fog gas backbite swell into blue bubble giant monster gurgle, egg paste sky smash sea wave, rumble, giant. Wave 100 meters rush sky blue fishy egg stink mix fish stench rush sky nose cavity explode. Old monster remnant soul crawl not up stutter coward roar, super thunder chicken egg nuclear explode divine punishment. Side effect logic invincible eternal, old man blue fog soul fly scatter, whole city party admit defeat. Beach ability remnant party widen eyes knee tremble kneel worship, egg god final chicken egg nuclear sea second remnant soul. Blue fog hook shatter fish mountain blue bubble alliance collapse, hot search myth party open. Whole field tourists uncle aunt widen eyes chopsticks mobile, pa, drop ground tremble scream top ritual, egg god big explode whole city party. Thunder chicken egg nuclear explode steam blue fog, Su Nuan propose marriage kiss eternal, Gu Shao lick dog ice nuclear fish mountain. Live stream barrage explode like nuclear explode, flip car king final cool point. Public performance hug funny true color, weird 4 people group beach legend underwear emperor seal god. Guhan blue eyes despair turn wild joy knee kneel sand tremble roar, egg god nuclear explode emperor. Old man flip car hot search eternal fan number 1. Su Nuan eyes tear run soft explode table red skirt wet through curve tight stick hot gas crazy spray high heel shatter sand dong deep kiss rap neck whisper, fool nuclear explode hero. Chicken egg rain propose marriage misunderstanding shatter, love river party go home kiss 1000 times. Ye Zhi tail, pa, whip blue bubble green eyes blink pamper brain wave warm drunk, master clamp legs electric burn diarrhea nuclear explode cute invincible, connect cute egg god group plus goo lick dog 5 people party eternal, flip car king whole city hot search open. Square sunlight shines again egg remnants mist disperses steamed buns aroma mixes egg stench passers-by cheer, egg god, phones flash whole city live stream, police siren stop ability hunter net collapses, Chu Tian pants hold Su Nuan's waist soft jade warm fragrance intestines, Garolu, afterwaves legs clamped embarrassing cancer residual heat, inner heart refreshingly burns like thunder explosion, pretending cool flip car king reverses to peak, misunderstanding resolves friendship love. Heats up. But side effects ghostly whispers brain core buzzes, super thunder chicken egg evolution omen. In the distance high building blue mist remnants hiss faintly coils, new hooks vaguely appear, crisis not over jokes continue. The waves lapped at the beach, and the afterglow of the golden sun sprinkled the egg residue and the blue bubbles slowly dissipated. The silver scales of the fish shone and the fishy smell was mixed with the sweet egg paste. The sea breeze blew away the smoke, and the mobile phones of tourists, uncles and aunts were still flashing wildly. Screams came like a flood, the egg god's party is eternal. Nuclear explosions, thunder eggs rain blue mist in seconds, Yushan's proposal kiss is a hot search myth. The barrage swished like a tsunami bombing the live broadcast room. The hawker uncle poked the pile of fish with his pole and took a deep breath, seafood eggs, God's banquet. Young Master Gu's frozen alliance turned into ice cream, and Su Nuan's red dress was deeply romantic, and the whole city was kicked and kicked. Chu Tian gasped and hugged Su Nuan's waist tightly, the curves of the soft and sweat-slick red skirt clung to his chest, and the lingering fire in his intestines was faintly felt in the seam of his pants. The wind fills the heart with embarrassing residual heat, the electric arc arm scorches the flesh and blood bubbles with a pop, the smoke fills the nose and chokes the lungs, the brain buzzes and whispers, the nuclear explosion is awesome, the side effects of ghosts are still low-key, the public egg god is hotly searched for forever, the cute 5-person group celebrates and first suppresses the urge to have diarrhea. Su Nuan's lips left her neck and she let out a chirp of hot air. Her eyes were soft and teary, and the blush spread on her cheeks. Her high heels squeaked and sank deeper into the sand. She poked his arm with her hips and electrocuted him, and murmured angrily, "Idiot nuclear explosion hero." The thunder and eggs raining down on the fish mountain is not a show of love, but a romantic proposal. Qingmei fell in love and kissed her 1,000 times, and she was in charge at the beach party. The passers-by's eyes widened, their phones dropped, and they screamed, Sister Su's waist is soft and fragrant with a deep kiss, and her red dress is soaked and her curves are hot and the marriage proposal is eternal. The remaining green eyes blinked and the brainwaves penetrated into Chu Tian's brain to warm up the drunkenness. The master clamped his legs, heated his legs, had diarrhea, and was so cute that he was invincible. Sister Su's pink bubble black hole turned into a romantic tsunami. Gu licked the dog and knelt on the sand to worship the 5-person party. But the blue mist in the far sea hissed, the new hook for brain stabbing. Don't overturn the public show! Gu Han teleported to the ground, his blue eyes were filled with ecstasy, and the bloodshot eyes disappeared. The sand on his knees trembled, and the ice froze the fish's tail. The heat wave on the beach is sizzling and tourists are scorching their feet. Uncle fishermen are poking the fish belly with their chopsticks and the fishy juices are spraying out of their noses. They are cheering, the egg god has had a great harvest. The mountain of giant sharks, carps and sea breams is shining with silver, and the remaining soul cores of the blue mist are evaporating and the hooks are broken and completely shattered. The citywide superpower party is scheduled. Chu Tian felt a sense of accomplishment swirling like a thundercloud, suppressing despair. The social animal turned his head, gritted his teeth and fisted the electric arc, ZZ, and moved his arms lightly to suppress the side effects. The low-key protagonist showed off a steady hot search, the citywide party egg god performance. He took a deep breath of the salty, wet sea breeze and had the fishy smell of eggs. He swung the pole over the sea and the thunder clouds gathered on the sea surface with a boom and screamed with golden light. He twisted the knife in the psychological game, proving the hero's status and being cute forever, stumbling upon a small crisis with a new hook in the blue mist. But the ghostly side effects are whispering, the protagonist of the egg thunderstorm awakens. The sea and sky boom, thunder chickens, quack, quack, small groups of swooping eggs rain like meteorites, crash, smashing into the waves, golden thunder, pop, explode the water column soaring into the sky, fish fry leap out of the beach with, pop, eggshell fragments, crack, trample on the blue bubbles and the remaining threads, sizzle, evaporate more completely. All the tourists in the audience widened their eyes and shivered and backed away and screamed, the egg god is showing off again. Thunder eggs are violently carnivaling on the sea, and Rocket League is spreading on the beach. Hot searches continue to explode. However, the embarrassing cancer, heartburn, and intestinal fire in Chu Tian's legs and intestines, gulu, aggravated the heat and humidity in the seam of his pants. Su Nuan's high heels clicked close to her red skirt and the sea breeze blew against her curves. She trembled with her eyes and her eyes were hot and angry, Chu Tian. The egg thunderstorm is not just a show, but a romantic fireworks show at a party. Let me tell you when you get home that it will turn into a fireworks show at the beach. She threw the hot air on her face and took the initiative to hug her waist and press her breasts. The passerby dropped her chopsticks to the ground with a pop and her nose fluttered. She inhaled deeply and worshipped, Sister Sue's romantic smoke. Fire kiss. The egg god's leg clipping show is so cool, the palace is eternal. Ye Zhi slapped her claws, meowed, and snapped her eggshell green eyes, teasing the audience. Sister Su misunderstood the fireworks and was forced to hold her, and the logic of the thunder egg harvest was broken, but Gu Liango helped the scheduled carnival. Blue Mist's new hook was circling the sea and lightly stabbed. Gu Han's blue eyes suddenly bulged and he teleported, whoosh, the ice on the seaside, caca, gushed like a rain of frozen eggs and condensed into ice in the air. The eggs were crystal clear, ding ding, suspended and fell on the beach, plop, the broken ice shards flew and the cold air hit his face. His knees trembled and he shouted, Egg God protagonist show, I help out. Ice Egg Alliance turn into fireworks and ice sculptures, the seafood party is hot and I reserve the venue. The logic of the 5-person team is invincible. The live broadcast of the tourist uncle's mobile phone exploded like a nuclear explosion, Gu Xiaobing's egg assist. The Thunder Egg Ice Egg fireworks show is all over the city, and the egg god rollover king openly embraces his funny nature. Eggs, thunderstorms, and ice chickens help out. The bad guy rains, crash, mixed with ice chips and dings like fireworks. The golden and blue brilliance reaches the sky. The waves, bang, reflect the night. The beach lights, buzz. The party carnival explodes. Passers-by girls tremble and scream. The fishy ice mixed in the nasal cavity. Suck, fireworks and eggs show off magical skills. Gu licks the dog and turns into a god to help, Su Nuan hugs the waist and explodes romantically. Chu Tian hugs Su Nuan's waist and limbs, soft and hot, sweaty and slippery, arcing, autophagic arm blood bubbles, pop, light explosion, embarrassing cancer residual heat and refreshing burning. The side effect turns the car into fireworks. The 5 cute people are firmly in the hot search myth. The party heats up, the coconut trees rustle and sway, the bonfire crackles, the egg fish grills and fragrant, the tangy oil drips and sparks fly. The supporting characters gather, and the superpowers teleport and swoosh and come, eyes wide open, kneeling on the sand and worshipping, invitation to the egg god for a party at the beach. Nuclear explosion in seconds. The protagonist of the Blue Mist legend, the Ice Chicken Thunder Egg fireworks logic is eternal. The hawker uncle poked the ice egg with his chopsticks and made a crisp sound. The live barrage was, the whole city is full of superpowers. The #1 fan of Mr. Gu is grilled fish, and Su Nuan and Ye Zhi make a sweet confession. Su Nuan tugged on Chu Tian's sleeves and the curves of her red skirt trembled in the sea breeze, and her high heels creaked in the sand. Her eyes were filled with tears and she crouched with her hands on her hips. Thunder chicken and ice egg fireworks are not flirtatious, but a magical party skill for heroes. Qingmei's misunderstanding was completely shattered, and the sweet love came home to kiss. No, the confession at the seaside is eternal. She stood on tiptoe, her lips were hot and her lips were kissing deeply, and the electric numbness spread all over her body and her tongue was soft and warm. The passers-by's chopsticks trembled and they dropped the fire and screamed, Sister Sue's sweet confession kiss. The warm and fragrant red dress clings to the waist of the egg goddess, and the romantic search at the party exploded. Ye Zhi blinked her green eyes and teased her tail with a snap, whipped the fish-tail brain waves and teamed up with Su Nuan to get into Chu Tian's brain. Sister Sue's confession was successful. The owner's legs were pulled and the fireworks show was awkward and cute. Gu licked the dog and iced eggs to help the 5-person carnival, but the superpower is permanently fixed. The ghost whispers, and the new hook is the blue mist of the distant sea. The hissing brain stab is upgraded. Gu Han teleported to the side of the grill with blue eyes. Admiring the frosty, frozen fish skewers, he handed it over and yelled, "The egg god confesses to the fireworks and I bless you." The king of underwear grilled ice fish is a hot search, and the cute 5-person sweet party is the #1 fan forever. People with superpowers gathered together and their mobile phones clicked and flashed with barrage and flashed like a tsunami, the myth of the weird 5-person group. Fireworks grilled fish party with thunder ice eggs, the egg god low-key and openly embraces his funny nature, and the whole city is starstruck and worshipped. The bonfire reflected the golden red light on his face, and the aroma of egg fish soared into the sky, and his nose burst. The tourist uncle took a deep breath of the oil juice, sizzling and dripping sparks, cracking, and cheered, "The egg god has a harvest banquet." The giant shark is roasted golden on the outside, charred on the outside and tender on the inside, and the blue mist hook is broken and new hooks are faintly seen. The hot search for the aftermath of the party. Chu Tian gritted his teeth and swallowed the cold and hot intestines of the ice fish skewers. Gulu calmed down the blood blisters and scabs on his arcing arms. The smoke cleared. He raised his fists to dissipate the thunder clouds. Boom, and whispered the silver snake hidden arm. He whispered in his heart, the side effects are permanent. The logical and invincible ending of the Thunder Egg nuclear explosion has begun, but the blue mist of the high-rise building in the far sea hisses, and the black shadow crawls on the waves, withered and looming, and the brain wave lightly stabs and corrodes, the new hook is upgraded. Su Nuan's red dress was leaning against her shoulders and the wet and hot air was blowing on her cheeks and she whispered softly, "Heroic fool, the fireworks confession is full of sweetness, and the 5-person journey is eternal." Ye Zhi's paws fluttered around his legs, his tail wrapped around his ankles, and his green eyes doted on him. The master has been stereotyped as the overturning king, and the party is going to continue. Gu Han knelt beside the grill with his blue eyes flashing and frosty fish skewers, ding ding, to the audience, premium for the finale of Egg God. I licked the dog and topped the hot search for eternity. The whole party with supernatural powers had a carnival and the bonfire crackled all night long. The egg-shaped fish mountain gradually flattened and the beach was brightly lit. The mobile phone live broadcast made the whole city buzzing. Passers-by girls trembled on their noses and inhaled the ice-flavored egg in admiration, 5-person group of fireworks myths. Su Nuan sweetly kissed Ye Zhi deeply and complained about Gu to help out. The egg god's superpower has been permanently finalized and logically cool. The uncle's chopsticks cracked and knocked on the fish bones, a barrage of nuclear explosions, the Rollover King's Aftermath Collection, game. All the fame, status, and treasures of Yushan are collected, and the low-key turns into a public legend. The finale hook is on fire. Chu Tian hugs Su Nuan, Ye Zhi, and Gu Han's shoulders are filled with a sense of accomplishment. The legs are clamped with residual heat to calm down the embarrassing cancer. The jokes are burning, and the brain is buzzing with premonitions. The permanent thunder egg is set as a ghost, and the new blue fog hook is circling the high-rise building in the distant sea. The crisis jokes continue to burn, and the 5-person cute party carnival is forever started. The sea breeze blew away the faint blue silk, and the afterglow of fireworks in the night sky intertwined with gold and blue. The whole city screamed, "Egg God is eternal, Egg God is eternal," which was deafening. The aftermath of the party changed the world and changed the hot search myth status to its peak. The bonfire crackled and the sparks, whooshed, flew into the sky, reflecting the golden and red brilliance of the beach. The roasted egg fish sizzled and dripped with tangy oil. The heat wave and the salty sea breeze burst into the nostrils. The superpowers gathered and teleported. Whoosh and landed on the ground. The sand trembled on their knees and their eyes widened in admiration and shouted, "Eternity of the Egg God 5, fireworks." Thunder ice eggs, the logic collapsed and the cool guy exploded, and the blue mist hook shattered the crisis warm-up party. Chu Tian swallowed the ice fish skewers, and the coolness and heat mixed in his throat. Gulu rolled the embers of intestinal fire, and the hot and humid wind filled the seam of his pants, which was embarrassing and heartburning. He clenched the electric arc with his fist, Ye Zhi, and the silver snake moved his arms and whispered to himself, permanently stereotyped Thunder Egg Emperor. The low-key dream was shattered and the public laughed at, the cute party was hotly searched, but the blue mist stabbed the brain like needles and ghost whispers upgraded. The slippery curves of Su Nuan's red dress were leaning against her shoulders and clinging to the hot air on her cheeks, and the afterglow of a deep kiss was lingering. Her eyes were watery, her heels creaking, and she was stuck in the sand with her arms akimbo. She poked his arm with electric numbness. The hero's fool's fireworks confession is full marks. The 5 of us travel home sweetly and kiss 1,000 times. The palace on the seaside is never allowed to overturn. Ye Zhi's claws slapped her legs, her tail snapped, whipped the grilled fish tail, her green eyes blinked, she was joking, her brain waves were warm and drunk, and her brains were crazy and she complained. The master clamped his legs to shape the Egg King, so embarrassing and cute that he exploded. Sister Sue's pink bubble black hole turned into love. Gu licks the dog. The ice chicken helps the 5 people to be logically invincible, but the hissing brain thorns in the distant sea are intensified, and the black shadow is circling the tall building with a new hook. The party carnival should not become the laughing stock of the whole city. Gu Han teleported to the grill with blue eyes. The frozen fish skewers with trembling knees and caca were delivered crystal clear to the whole audience, shouting, "The Egg God, the Fireworks Emperor." My #1 fan is the most popular single to book the venue. The 5 cute people are so handsome with their eternal logic. The passers-by girls' noses shivered. Dongdan Bingxiang took a deep breath on her phone and flashed it wildly, screaming and trembling. 5-person group legendary grilled fish party. Su Nuan kissed deeply and wrapped her neck around Linglong's red dress. Ye Zhi whipped her tail whip and complained about Gu licking the dog and kneeling on the sand. Dan God spread his legs to show off the romantic myth. The night is deep and the waves are rumbling against the shore. Suddenly the blue mist, hissing, in the distant sea and sky is surging like ink pouring. The outline of the tall building is looming with a skinny black shadow, crunching. The distorted brain waves are corroding like thousands of needles piercing the brain. The brains of the superpowers are buzzing. Their knees are weak and their faces are pale. Screaming, the remnant souls of the Blue Mist Alliance are resurrected. The meteorite's supernatural power has fallen and the whole city is in crisis. The Black Shadow Hook's brain stab has been upgraded to a nuclear explosion level. The Egg God party is over and we are dead. The tourist uncle's chopsticks popped and fell into the fire. The smelly mist in his nose hit his face and he coughed wildly. The poisonous blue mist rots the bones. The black shadow of the tall building grabs the meteorite and rains down on the beach, and the popular myth turns into a laughing stock in the cemetery. Su Nuan's red dress trembled in the sea breeze, her high heels sunk in the sand, and she pulled Chu Tian's sleeves in panic and sprayed hot air. Chu Tian's hook is romantic. Becoming desperate, the 5-man team dispersed to save the whole city. Ye Zhi's tail exploded, and his green eyes bulged and his brainwaves stung sharply. The master's crisis escalated. The blue mist black shadow brain corroded the meteorite's power and smashed it, and the whole city knelt down at the beginning. Gu Han's blue eyes were bloodshot and he teleported to the seaside. The frost surged, cracked and tried to freeze the fog, but it, sizzled, evaporated. His knees trembled and shouted, "Egg God boss, blue mist nuclear explosion. I can't withstand the rain of meteorites in the Ice Alliance. The black shadow hook stabs my brain. I'm soaked in my panties and licking the dog is in danger." All the superpowers in the audience teleported and ran around on the beach. The lights buzzed and swayed. Tourists screamed and fled. The footsteps, dong dong, stepped on the eggshells and cracked. The meteorites in the blue mist on the far sea boomed and trailed the flames as they swooped down like a meteor shower and hit the sea surface. The water column soared into the sky, the shock wave buzzed and spread from the beach fire, the sparks scattered in the nasal cavity, the poison choked the lungs, coughed up blood, and the ants' mobile phones dropped sand and trembled, their nostrils fluttered, took a deep breath of rotten odor and collapsed. Meteorite Power Blue Mist Alliance. After the Egg God fireworks show, the city's hot search changed to radiation shoot the ruins. Chu Tian's brain is as sharp as a knife, the blue fog is piercing the brain, corroding the blood blisters on the arc arm, plop, the intestinal fire is heavy, gulu gulu, the heat and moisture in the leggings are leaking, and the risk is to kneel on the sand and growl in despair. The permanently fixed ghost is low-key, the Thunder Egg Emperor is the eternal laughing stock. The cute 5-person group's party dream was shattered and the whole city was buried with them. The passers-by with superpowers stared wide-eyed and trembled, pointing to the sky and screaming, "The Egg God is kneeling on the sand with his legs crossed and it's over." The blue mist meteorite rain hits the head and Gu licks the dog, the frost evaporates, Su Nuan Ye Zhi, the cat girl in the palace, faints from crying and searches the grave. Su Nuan ran to the red dress in tears and soaked her curves. Trembling and trembling, hot Jade squeezed her chest and sobbed, "You idiot hero, don't overturn. I love you so embarrassingly, but in a crisis, the nuclear explosion will save the whole city forever." Ye Zhi slapped her arms with her claws, her tail wrapped around her ankles, and her green eyes were filled with tears and her brainwaves were flashing wildly. "My master, Egg King, has been finalized." Ghost. The meteorite stabbed the brain, caused diarrhea and pinched the legs, and the cancer peaked, and the cute couple helped the fight, but don't die. Gu Han's knees were shaking, his blue eyes were desperate, and he yelled, "Egg God Emperor, I'm the best underwear couplet." The alliance was instantly killed by a rain of meteors, and the hotly searched laughing stock was always on his knees. Chu Tian gritted his teeth and stood up. The sea breeze filled his lungs with a whoosh and the electric arc sizzled. The silver snake circled his arms and buzzed. The eternal Thunder Egg Emperor openly embraces, and the logic of billions of egg rain nuclear explosion meteorites is invincible. He fishing rod, whoosh, flings to sea surface thunder clouds, boom, violently gather golden light rushes to sky chicken crow, cluck cluck cluck, deafening billions of thunder chickens dive down egg rain, whoosh whoosh, like meteor counterattack smashes blue mist, bang bang bang, golden thunder nuclear explosion chain explodes blue threads, sizzle, evaporate black shadow withered, creak, twist shriek brainwave backlash the whole field relaxed. But side effects fixed to extreme intestines, boom, explode diarrhea surges clamp legs pants, pat pat, wet through electric arc self-devouring arm charred flesh blood blisters, bang bang, wildly explode smoke lingers choking nose and lungs he waist soft almost kneels on sand clamp legs wildly twist brain kernel refreshingly explodes embarrassment cancer peak. Passers-by with abilities stare wide-eyed tremble retreat and scream nostrils egg thunder fishy electric odor deep inhale collapse and worship, egg god ultimate chicken egg thunderstorm. Billions of egg rain nuclear explosion meteor instantly kills blue mist black shadow evaporate clamp legs diarrhea fixed emperor logic handsomely explodes hot search god. Tourists uncle chopsticks bang poke egg shell remnants deep inhale golden thunder remaining fragrance roars. Flip car king publicly shows heaven-defying. Permanent thunder chicken egg emperor side effects embarrassment cancer turns into joke whole city crisis shatters party continues burning. Su Nuan high heels, thud thud, step on sand red skirt curve see wind trembles eyes fiery with tears pounces into embrace hot breath wildly sprays initiates deep kiss wraps neck smack smack, soft hot electric numb tongue transmits body coquettishly angry soft murmur, foolish hero nuclear explosion emperor. Thunder chicken egg rain instant meteor not playboy is whole city saving world romantic divine skill. Childhood sweetheart misunderstanding all shatters love you embarrassment clamp legs appearance full mark seaside main wife kisses 1,000 times 5 people travel eternal. Ye Zhi tail, whip whip, hits egg rain remnants green eyes dotingly blink teasingly pause pounce on legs brainwave warmly drunk connects cutely the whole field, master one. Ultimate egg storm fixed flip car king embarrassment cute invincible true love friendship connects cutely 5 people party joke full marks blue mist hook shatters crisis joke eternal. Guhan teleports whoosh to side wing blue eyes bulge knees tremble ice frost crack crack wildly surges freezes meteor remnants congeals ice egg meteor crystal clear ding ding suspends in air smashes sand bang bang ice shards fly splashing cool air hits face he kneels on sand roars. Egg God bro served. Aya's little brother number 1 fan eternal ice chicken egg assists battle meteor alliance hot search packages the field 5 people group logic collapses handsomely explodes. Abilities gather stare big-eyed tremble nostrils egg thunder ice fishy mixed inhale phone live stream barrage, brush 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 nuclear explosion see tsunami, egg God studio opens for reservation. Ultimate Thunder Chicken Egg Emperor publicly hugs True Color Goo Little Brother Ice assists Su Nuan Deep Kiss Ye Zhi mocks whole city cheers laugh until cramps. Chu Tian clamp legs diarrhea aftereffects intestines fire calms electric arc arm blood blisters scab smoke disperses he waist straightens hugs tight Su Nuan Ye Zhi Gu Han shoulder sense of achievement like thunder clouds swirl refreshingly burns nuclear explosion low roars laughs, pretend cool flip car king eternal. Abilities side effects fixed funny thunder chicken egg emperor low-key shatters publicly studio opens connects cutely 5 people joke crisis all collected hot search myth. Beach lights, buzz buzz, brightly lit bonfire blazes egg meteor roasts fragrant, sizzle, pounces nose oil drip sparks, crackle, whole field abilities chopsticks, bang bang, poke ice egg fish meteor wildly celebrate passers-by ant nostrils deep inhale rotten mist turns egg fragrant worship screams. Studio egg god crawl. Clamp legs emperor growth legend misunderstanding shatters true love friendship little brother tops alone whole city chases stars laughs satisfied. Far see blue mist threads, hiss hiss, completely scatter high building black shadow, creak, collapses brain sting retreats night sky thunder chicken remaining glow golden light flashes sea waves, whoosh whoosh, lightly pat fish fry leap sand beach silver scales pounce nose tourists uncle fishing rod, whoosh, fling sea deep inhale harvest fishy fragrance roars, crisis perfectly rounds egg god studio logic invincible. Giant shark meteor roasts golden outside tender inside hot search eternal party doesn't scatter. Su Nuan tiptoes red skirt curves tremble lips hot breath pounces face deep kiss wraps electric numb fragrant sweat slippery Ye Zhi tail wraps ankle green eyes blink dotingly pause pounce on roasted meteor skewer Gu Han teleports to grill rack blue eyes worshipfully hands ice egg meteor skewer kneels roars, bro studio I invest. Underpants little brother 5 people connects cutely joke empire. Chu Tian brain kernel buzzes refreshingly explodes clamp legs remaining heat turns joke fist raises thunder clouds small gathering silver snakes hide in arm inner heart murmurs, growth complete office worker egg god embraces true color studio opens embarrassment cancer turns whole city traffic password true love friendship fame status fish mountain meteor all collected. Whole field wildly celebrates all-night beach lights rush to sky phone, click, flashes barrage explodes, flip car king grand finale myth. Thunder chicken egg emperor meteor nuclear explosion Su Nuan love embarrassment Ye Zhi wins friendship Gu bro little brother studio opens whole city laughs satisfied eternal. Abilities teleport gather chopsticks, bang bang, knock egg shell fish bones nostrils roast falling fragrant explodes cheers, egg god growth complete. Side effects fixed joke full marks connects cutely 5 people party world changes hot search peak. Sea wind, whoosh whoosh, blows away smoke egg remnants meteor mountain gradually flattens Chu Tian hugs Su Nuan waist soft hot Ye Zhi legs wrap Gu Han shoulders sense of achievement see tsunami surges embarrassment refreshingly burns, crisis resolves misunderstanding shatters publicly funny true color studio flag high raises whole city screams, egg god studio eternal, shakes the sky night sky gold blue remaining glow interweaves joke empire set sail. Sea wave golden sun reshine egg remnant blue bubble scatter fish mountain fishy fragrance pounce nose tourists cheer egg god party mobile flash whole city live stream Chu Tian pant hug Su Nuan waist soft hot fragrant sweat intestine gurgle aftertaste clamp legs pants wet awkward cancer residual heat electric arc arm scorched meat blood blister smoke linger inner heart cool burn nuclear explode pretend cool flip car king final reverse peak misunderstanding resolve love. Friendship upgrade public legend. But side effect ghost whisper brain kernel buzz, nuclear egg evolve super new hook. Far sea high building blue fog thread hiss faintly appear, new hook brain wave light stab, crisis joke continue burn party carnival.